All right, good morning and welcome to the last edition of the Epic Morning Show for the week on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Get me around the world on myepiconline.com via the World Radio app, that's Radio Garden, and we also do live via Choice FM for you today in the eastern part of Freetown. My name is Usman Ibrahim. As always on Friday, we review the biggest stories of the week and our continued special coverage of the US and Israel war on Iran. We don't escalate even further to the Middle East, don't disrupt global trade. Lots of problems them these conflicts don't cause for the world. We will discuss on how it affects Salon so far with this skyrocketing fuel cost and other things them. We will also look at the cross-border tension between Liberia and Guinea. Allegedly, Liberian and Guinean soldiers them go into Liberia. They claim some kilometers of land that hasn't been independently verified yet. But we will bring you continued special coverage on these two critical issues then, the US and Israeli war on Iran, plus the cross-border tension between Liberia and Guinea. We see the Liberian government yesterday put out a press release saying that they don't send diplomatic teams them for Gona Conakry for talk with the Guinean government. We will look at these stories inside the Epic Morning Show today. Stay with us. Good morning again. As you wake up today, remember this for say every new morning. Now another chance for move your life forward. Yesterday, you don't get struggles them. You don't face struggles them. You don't face mistakes or even disappointment. But today, now a very fresh page. What matters most, I tell you, is what you decide to write on today. Not ever underestimate the power of small steps, the effort you make today, the kindness you show, the discipline where you practice, and the courage you display, even in difficult moments. Then all the build the future where you want. So as I step out go for work today, school or even business this morning, carry determination in your heart and hope in your mind. No matter how slow the progress feel, keep going. Progress is progress. Stay focused, stay positive, and remember, your best days are still ahead. This is not the Epic Morning Show.
Again. So because you get X, we get techno. Respect no day again. Chicken don't come, don't take over. We know they eat fall again. Money man they don't boku, no care for the poor and again. Yeah, for say all the money you day na the world. Make I know how to saute, I know able for make me own. Yeah, all the money you day na salon. You know how to saute, you know able forget you. No. But with the tower, every day, tower, for make we make a move. With the tower, every day, for make we two-tone full. With the tower, every day, tower, for make we make a move. With the tower, every day, with the tower, then diaspora, with the tower, then I get too much with the tower.
About right here to lend a hand, and we will place no one above you. Modern banking made easy. Whatever your dreams may be, Bloombank will get you there.
Epic Radio.
Every step
It's
of the
Epic
way,
Radio.
banking with excellence. At the tip of your fingers, there's only one bank. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen.
OneXBet.sl or app. Enter promo code MSL and receive welcome bonus up to 36. OneXBet.sl or app. Enter promo code MSL and receive welcome bonus up to 36,800 riyals plus 150 free spins. On the play, fast to win. It's your best chance to grab your luck with OneXBet.
You don't ready for win big money every single day?
Epic
People dey
Radio.
make am happen with Bomba Cash Out. For just 10 years no more, you can enter the draw and win buy money right inside your phone. No stress, no waste time. And now so you go take joy.
It's
Now star
Epic Radio.
799 star 2 hash and choose how much ticket you want. From 1 to 10. Enter your orange
Epic
money or
Radio.
Afri money pin. And boom, now you that. You don't enter the draw. The more tickets you buy, the higher chance you get for win. And the best part of that, if they pick your number, the money that goes straight inside your orange money or Afri money wallet. You don't even need for Canada station. So, what do you dey wait for? Dial star 799 star 2 hash now and continue for listening to Epic Radio. If you know one of the lucky daily winners then. For more information, call the support center on this number yaso 032 300 033. Number cash out, money dey flow.
Epic
By
Radio.
Maslink Limited. This not a purpose to whether under 18 or so. Learn responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Get we around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM, and Radio Garden. Let's just take this very short message. As a parent, waiting you to give picking for healthy growth. Benumix na the answer. Made from local grains and packed with 14 essential vitamins for the brain and body. No cooking,
Epic Radio.
no stress. Enjoy maternity time. Just make sure say BFC is on the pack. Benumix, grow strong, grow smart. My name is Usman Ibrahim Mara with the latest world news on the Epic Morning Show. Liberia-Guinea border tension are rising along the border, of course, between Liberia and Guinea after reports that Guinean soldiers crossed into Liberian territory in Lofa County. Witnesses say the troops fired gunshots and briefly raised the Guinean flag in Soloma area, injured one Liberian man. Our residents say local youths confronted the soldiers as the situation escalated. The dispute is believed to be linked to land claimed near the Makona River. The Liberian government says it will send a high-level delegation to Guinea for urgent talks to calm the situation. Authorities in the United States say a man believed to be originally from Sierra Leone carried out a deadly shooting at Old Dominion University. Police say 36-year-old Mohamed Bailo Jallo entered a classroom and asked if it was a reserve officers training corps class before opening fire. A retired U.S. Army instructor was killed, while two others were also shot. One later died in hospital. The suspect was killed during the incident. The Federal Bureau of Investigation in the U.S. is investigating the attack as a possible act of terrorism. Jallo had previously served 11 years in prison for attempting to support the militant group ISIS. Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, has warned that the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed and threatened further escalation if the conflict involving the US, Israel, and Iran continues. In his first statement since taking power after the assassination of his father, Ali Khamenei, he also warned that the US military bases in the region could be targeted even more. Iran says allied armed groups in Yemen and Iraq may also become involved in the conflict. In Sudan, at least 17 people, including students, teachers, and health workers, have been killed in a drone strike on a school and health center in White Nile State. The Sudanese Doctors Network say the attack was carried out by the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces. Several others were also wounded. The attack comes amid the continuing conflict between the Rapid Support Forces and the Sudanese Armed Forces, which has devastated parts of the country and triggered investigations by the International Criminal Court into alleged war crimes. The United States military says a refueling aircraft has crashed over western Iraq, though officials say neither enemy fire nor friendly fire was responsible. Rescue operations are ongoing. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron says a member of France's armed forces has also died in the conflict, the first French fatality since the strikes carried out by the US and Israel was carried out on Iran's capital, Tehran, while several cargo ships have been reportedly been attacked in the Gulf, with the Iranian media saying Iran was responsible for at least one of the strikes in the past few days. Welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. So we know, say, the war between US, Israel, and Iran don't they carry out since the assassination of the Iran Supreme Leader, then Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, in Tehran during the early hours of the strikes. So since then, we see the war don't escalate even further, with Iran attacking neighboring countries where they house US military base them. Countries like Qatar, like Saudi Arabia, like Oman, and Jordan. These countries are all housing US military base. So according to the Iranian authorities, the Iranian regime, all of these bases, all of these countries will be targeted. If ever America, of course, go decide for use this basis for strike targets against Iran. So we know now Iran don't get a new supreme leader, Mujtaba Khamenei, the son of the late supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Now Mujtaba Khamenei yesterday talked for the very first time on national television, which I say the Strait of Hormuz, responsible for the passage of 20% of the world global oil, say go close until further notice, until Iran see fit. And according to the Iranian authorities, them over the past few days, the terms and conditions as to when the conflict between Israel, US, and Iran go down, it's all going to be decided by Iran. Even as President Trump just a few days ago saying that the war on Iran could be finished very, very soon. But how likely is that, as the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu still say there is no time frame as to when the conflict between the US, Israel, and Iran will end? We also see from yesterday, global oil don't shoot up again. The cost of don't shoot up again by $100 per barrel. If it don't decrease over the past few days, but yesterday we see it also increase again to $100 per barrel. That, of course, don't bring in shockwaves across the world. Sierra Leone has been heavily affected by the conflict between the US, Israel, and Iran. But however now though, waiting at the way forward, will we see a peaceful resolution in ending this conflict in the Middle East? We will look at that very soon inside the Epic Morning Show. Plus, we know of the cross-border tensions we know they carry on between Guinea and Liberia. And according to Guinean authorities, Liberian authorities and the Liberian residents the Lofa County, who side and say Guinean troops enter and try for illegally occupy Liberian land. They say Guinean troops once for seas over 1,000 kilometers. That hasn't been independently verified. We've seen a notice from the Liberian government just yesterday saying that they will send a delegation to Guinea-Conakry, that they will hold bilateral and multilateral meetings where you include ECOWAS and Mano River Union in an effort for fair resolution for end this latest cross-border tension without escalate. We'll look at this very soon inside the Epic Morning Show. We're going to for a very short break. After that, going to this my guest inside the show. welcome back to the show. Introducing Bishop Sir Isaac Peterson, English consultant, editor, Poetry Maestro, CEO of Copsmo SL, and Melvin Tijan Mansari, a journalist. Melvin, good morning. Peterson, welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Plenty thank you to you, Fambruna. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you for welcoming me. I'm glad.
Yeah. Peterson, it's your first time here.
That's right, yeah. You're right.
Yeah. So we did do in Creole.
Okay.
Yeah. But however now though, let's go straight into the details. What do you make overall? What do you overall make of the conflict with the carry on at the Middle East?
Well, I would like to tell people, sorry for the language barrier, because I believe, more the efforts of conflict and a disagreement between people where they out there. Perhaps in the area of governance, conflict can be different from what people think. Let's say, for example, if I am going to cross boundaries, there must be some effort to see if there are minerals, perhaps things that are substantial. Let me make an example of a community where you are with your neighbor. In the neighborhood, you get people around you. Certain times, some people they get different characters. So if you grab the money, say the neighbor say you not greet me, then mean a person will come up from somewhere else. Greeting is not important to me. What happen? There conflict, they come misunderstanding. So this is the misunderstanding we then call conflict. Englishman call conflict. Now something we will get for take systematically. So Guinea and that of the aspect of Liberia, now a very deep concept. We're not going to take them just with speed, but not just take them from the days of where the former president been there, what thing first happen. Now, when the former president been there before Alan Salif been there, after Alan Salif, the president we kind of Liberia.
No, we get into the Liberia and Guinea very soon. But first, so let's discuss on the latest in the Middle East, the conflict there. What do you make of them? Well,
there are many issues. For example, there are international bodies being involved there. International bodies in the sense, we know Africa, since we get independence, from different colonial masters. Say where France been come, you understand that? Then take territories. Then after which Britain also come take territories. Then the other set of places will be left, especially in the Middle East, considering that aspect, then one for come with the aspect say they are more superior, they are even superior to we. So what did they happen? The one day when they closer to the Middle East, then back here and say, there is no need for letting somebody tell me, say, you are bigger than me when it comes to supremacy. Supremacy in the sense that somebody say you big past me. So that has actually brought up a lot of conflict because this is a thing say a big person company and this person don't allow another person for let go above them. So that is actually the premise of the matter before we go further. I think supremacy or superiority consciousness, where this one and the things say they are actually below the other, above the other. This one the things say I am not actually below. So nobody can tell me what I believe in. So when it comes to that, the colonial masters also, they won't fend themselves for actually, become that kind of influential. Don't forget, say, the first way they consider the amount of countries you have colonized, now determine how best you are powerful in the world. So now make way you see, so for example, if you look at Africa, we know for actually become divided in any way. But because of the colonial masters, them where they come, we always see them say, all man want get territories now the aspect of Africa. So as a result, even the Middle East itself don't be on fire now. That is actually the premise of the matter.
So, you think the U.S. and Israel attacks on Iran was justifiable?
Of course, it is absolutely justifiable in 2 points. First things first, you get to understand, say, U.S. not to do anything just because they want to do something. They must have actually observed certain things, for example. Now, let's say before U.S. they attack any country, first of all, let's make an example of what happened before Donald Trump they come. You get to understand, say, before Donald Trump they left power, Joe Biden they left power, the Middle East, first of Iran, they don't send, threat to certain countries before. They observe them in there. You understand that? So what happened? Joe Biden had to send a lot of money just for negotiate that. So thereafter again, when Barack Obama been there in power, what happened? They send another threat again. When I be 1.6 billion, there is an account to that. Where Obama tried for negotiate because he say no one war. But for Donald Trump, there is no way you can tamper with him without even reflecting. That is a kind of the God of the earth currently. That what I would say. When I say God of the earth.
So Peterson, put simply, you did in support of the U.S. and Israel attacks on Iran. the killing of Ali Khamenei?
Well, the aspect of killing, I don't support killing to start with, because me, I believe in one thing. Even the Bible talk and say we not for support the aspect of killing. But anybody when I rebel, the Bible.
But if you say you didn't support of the strikes,
okay,
then you didn't support of the actions after the strikes.
That's what I'm saying. The killing is not what I support. The people involved in the killing, this is my support, the point as a result. Now, the person who then killed, it is not a crime to me to start with.
Why?
Now, because if the commander, we all know how Ayatollah done the history, if you go back to Ayatollah, the battle of, sending people to kill other people, especially when it comes to, even in Islamic State. Go back to the history, what happened before it came to power. The very person way for they in charge, the gentleman in history had to run away to seek refuge before Ayatollah actually came to existence. So women were not allowed for let them go even to pray in public areas. That was the first thing where they established.
Iran gets the first first female vice president even before most Western nations them in the 1990s.
Yeah,
Iran
you're
gets
right. I saw that one.
The first ever female vice president.
Okay.
America waits until 2019 for me to get a first ever female president.
Yeah.
A female vice president. Whatever now, the way you talk about crimes committed against civilians or against people, it is Benjamin Netanyahu will launch a war on Gaza and kill thousands of babies, thousands of women and girls, what if they also assassinate Benjamin Netanyahu? Is they on the same track, just like Ali Khamenei? You put them at the same level?
Well, the level here not going to be the consequence of what they possibly do, but after what will happen in the future, that's my concern here. So if Netanyahu actually don't try for destroy people, I'm sure that the battle
he's the same. He's the same compared to Ali Khamenei.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing to compare. If you have expected
and Trump?
Yeah, Trump is doing the same thing. I'm telling you, Trump is one of the best presidents in the world, and this tells you why. First off, why Trump come to West Africa first? Now that you get to understand. People are saying it's oil, it's oil, it's oil. That is not the only thing. Trump is a God-fearing person to start with. I'm not here to defend it, but I'm seeing the...
What did you do we should say in a God-fearing person?
Okay, number one, Trump has set a lot of peace in time of defense of human life.
Them?
Okay, first of all, I'll tell you first. Before they send Nigeria first, Trump don't get information about West Africa. How some certain people we are killing.
Is there peace after the Trump strikes?
Yes, because
are there peace? Where the peace?
Of course, in Nigeria, I'll tell you, I've lived in Nigeria more than 5-7 years. I know what I'm saying.
So there's peace.
That particular place where they sent the particular launching, the people are actually safe as I'm speaking to you. There is an evidence for you to understand that they ran away, and those bunks of places where they settled, they cannot find anybody here again, and where as used to be. In the history, how people were under threats.
So put simply, Peterson, you did in support of President Trump in strike na Nigeria. You don't think say it violates Nigeria the sovereignty at all?
To start with, the word sovereignty itself not they occur in Africa. That's the first thing I really understand. Now, when they talk about sovereignty, it is like the superpower, like getting your own authority to lead. But even the independent we are talking about in Africa is not working. If it is independent, we should have understood that. Uti, you and me to go through that salon by now, we should be a free-born people now. But we are independent, we are still dependent on people. So the sovereignty itself is just a constitution or something, a book they write. Now Englishman write the word sovereignty. It is not actually happening. Tell me if sovereignty is happening, talk about elections and presidency and all that are coming to power. Even if the person is being announced, unannounced, or the person, whatever, they still go announce an international body, they make decision for you and me. Well, so Trump does not even look at Africa as if we are sovereign. That's the first thing.
Another piece where you think President Trump don't solve? Whose piece again?
Yeah, number one, the first thing first, before he came to power, he actually called on International Court of Justice and begged for...
President Trump don't sanction the International Court of Justice right now. You know that, we are aware.
Why is sanctioned and that's at the council now? The first way called...
He's sanctioned because they sanctioned Benjamin Netanyahu because of the war crimes in Gaza.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Is that what a peace president does?
It's a peace president because what I'm saying, the confusion of voting people that they go through, now they look at the weight of the killing the innocent people. So if you look at the aspect of how international bodies they fight themselves, you and I go understand that Trump is not actually a bad president at all. Not. That's the first thing we should understand. Because for the life of innocent people, that's number one. But any country...
Who's innocent people I'm waiting for?
I am telling you, Trump has defended a lot of religious leaders. Now, let's say, for example, before you go to Nigeria, Trump first don't call for International Court of Justice where they don't agree. And that was the time when he sent in for another negotiation against Benjamin in issue where they talk about so.
Negotiate in what sense?
Now, first off, in January 2025, there was a meeting for Wakana Power where black man and they say Trump is threat to them, that they send them. First of all, you tell them, say, before you become part of America, you first forget a green card, okay? But this set of people who have been there for how many years, they not get a green card, they were enjoying the facility of the land. And you cannot live in a land where there are no other things like go through the prerequisite qualification. So these were a set of people. As I tell you, there are Sierra Leoneans who are there. There are other countries, people from other countries that are living there. But because you don't have the prerequisite qualification, you don't expect for lay there inside it. That's the point I'm talking about.
All right, so I will come back to you very soon. But
Yeah.
I don't left Melvin at the conversation. Melvin, you agree with all what Peterson say just now about President Trump, saying a peace president and now the best president we America ever gets in the world.
I would prefer to speak to the topic. Okay, everybody get right to their opinion.
That's it's very related to the topic. So you agree with what he say or not? You not agree to him?
Can we have a general
Because
conversation?
I
I
see
don't
the-
want to personalize my conversation. Okay.
So you don't want for reply to him at all?
We have a debate or a conversation.
Well, it is a conversation, a debate. Like
I don't think I'm.
You not get.
I'm not
just
think, I don't think I'm in the
just
mood
say-
for that
Just
debate.
say you not get a contrary view. It's okay, but let's go into the details. You in support of the U.S. and Israel strike on Iran. Peterson said in support of him.
My position on the war since the last couple of weeks not changed. That there is a need for a de-escalation, because I don't say nobody not a win in a war situation. So to say an attack or a killing of another country's leader is right, international law say no, it's not right. For attack another person in sovereignty under international law, again, it's a crime. Again, for the one who don't get that part where I say under international law, for kill the leader of another country, it's not allowed. For bomb another country,
President
it's
Trump
not
and Benjamin
allowed.
Netanyahu don't commit crime, you say?
The killing of over 120 something or 30 something innocent girls na a girls' school already, according to international analysts, tantamount to international war crime. These were innocent lives. So if the situation is that, analysts are saying this is serious, and I think we need to look at from that serious lens. Again, on the war, some of the war goals, like I say, Washington, no Jerusalem is not clear. They were talking about regime change, and certainly Ayatollah go, Ayatollah come. So where is the regime we change? They will talk about, can I land?
Yes.
They will talk about Iran don't get enriched uranium. Well, they don't bomb, say still the bomb. Where is the enriched uranium? As it stands, we already know that President Trump be underrate and even tell shipping companies then say forget guts for cross the Straits of Hormuz. And the one that we do so from yesterday to today, then see what's going to happen to them. However, I think the bottom line here is nobody wins in a war. And that is not to say Iran self not be don't get their issues. There are allegations of the killing of over 32,000 protesters by the Ayatollah. That is also need for be corroborated. However, I think what's important now the fact that all man don't begin suffer, and as that one suffer, now ain't go support the war. But some of we now want suffer, we know it now the bitterness and brunt of war. We will say this war must end unconditionally at the moment. There should be ceasefire, and then for go back now the drawing board, because at the end of the day they end up for calling a war of choice. But what were the choices? Many analysts they can forget the choices were Iran was on the table negotiating an advanced nuclear deal. Just the other day we see the bombing, and if you listen to Marco Rubio, he gave for back pedal in statement on why they go into the war. He was basically saying that because Israel wanted to go into war. Is that how America goes to war?
But President Trump say that Israel push Iran.
That's
he
what
say that Naim push Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu in hand.
Marco Rubio said the contrast and the ultra opposite of what he said.
President Trump carry more weight.
Hey, but the same President
Trump,
the same President Trump will tell you say the bombing na the school na Iranian then do, whereas U.S. intelligence sources and analysts then say na American attack. So President Trump not even tell international journalists then say he is not abreast with certain information. So who takes President Trump? War is not a politics. war is a whole game of its own. When you want for inch war on what politicians are saying, it's dangerous. Trump say they win the war. He say the Strait of Hormuz is calm. He say everything okay. But just last night, almost ship the bomb day. So now Trump, what do you want for take on a war situation? I let Trump pass any other person, the one who world knows, Sierra Leoneans.
But his actions in this is very wrong.
I'm not to that kind of sycophantic supporter of anything. I'm not a fanatic. Not because I like Trump. Trump is putting the world in a state of disorder. Then people for me go support. Me not they support blind support.
Is President Trump a peace president?
Oh, not it contrasting. It's so contrasting. He promised Americans peace. Now he's fighting wars. And if you look at the estimates, it is roughly estimated that $2 billion is spent roughly every day on the war right now going on. Do you think Americans are going to be at that guns? As it stands this morning, the pump price in the US, they reflect on even the born, die, full-blooded red caps, how you call them, Republicans. They are feeling the brunt. Do you think, and the rhetoric is, I mean, I was doing my analysis this morning, I tell you, they are saying, oh, it's a short-term pain for a long-term gain. I mean, this pain is going to be so long term that if America not end and Israel not end the war now, Iran might be winning it.
How?
But because the chances, what Iran wants is a destabilized Middle East, is a wall on the edge, and that exactly Israel and America don't get there. Look at the economic implications on fuel. Saddam Hussein don't feel the pinch. Do you think Iran cares? Iran only one for sure say, we don't do this, now we don't promise to say we are going to retaliate, and we're going to retaliate strong. And I tell you, Mrs. SF now, yeah, I mean, they expect retaliation, but the kind of tactics, I mean, let's get analysts and call them adaptive tactics where the Iranians then use. Adaptive tactics, you know what that mean? Where then see say the Shahidi drones, then the missile defense shields, they dismantle there. Then carry with the substandard unit, where then they use as what you go call obstruction. For overwhelm the missile defense system. The people are not adapt. They prepared more than waiting the world expects, and you want to continue for Fetman, we prepare for.
So Iran was really prepared for this war.
Absolutely, absolutely. Look at the news. Look at the analysis coming from even Washington. Now America is scared. Terrorism level has been increased in certain states because they are fearing that there's going to be a domestic attack on them. This war not they make America safe. This war not they make the world safe. This war they make people suffer. Now they reach somebody get richer. Who are they rich people here? These are armed dealers, people where they make money out of the death of people. So if you know they see that, you don't have that dark continental Africa where we get so many things like hunger, we get things like so many things. Then you want to can support this kind of war of choice. In this era of the world, you are supporting the war of choice. When the choice for peace you left her, you say no, you want war, you want fair war because Israel want for fair war. I think the world need for wake up, and America and Israel need for be called out more.
Right, Melvin, who do I think say wants to end this war? Let's say tomorrow, or let's say even today. What I think say it could be in his best interest for end the conflict.
All sides, but how the end for come? All sides want an end. Donald Trump says right now wants an end.
Iran wants for end the war.
Iran wants for end the end. Wants for see an end, though they are bitter after the killing of, mind you. The supreme leader is not just a political leader, it's a religious leader. And now where the military analysts then this morning, they talk say, for clear the Strait of Hormuz, America need for send boots on the ground. I say Jesus Christ. And mind you, Donald Trump inside there are landmines, there are mines planted on the streets. Now, independent military analysts say the chances of that exist hugely. So the cost America putting boots on the ground, it will be another Iraq or a Pakistan, another Afghanistan.
Right.
And I don't think the people of America, nor the world, will support such a war.
Peterson,
Yes, sir.
you didn't support the continuation of this war?
I cannot support it, but if you look at the stance of safety, I will support it another way.
Which safety? What do you mean?
First off, if you look at why Israel actually defeats, Donald Trump defeats, anytime where Israel they make war, Donald Trump believes say Israel is doing the right thing. So now they the background they force. From the very first day, Iran and actually Israel, we are having conflicts first, recorded in the 1970s. So recording from there, Israel at the time, they were actually more pressing concerning the religious set of people who were killed. So from that very time, the war established itself onto the 1970s. Now coming back to Donald Trump, understand that the US actually, they are actually brother nation. In fact, let me say mama. You understand?
Mama to the world?
No, mother to a child. So anywhere in Moab is that's where Israel is observing Israel to say when Israel sent war between the Palestinians and all that, they were fighting. Donald Trump supported the fact because he understands, he don't analyze everything. That was the history of the war, where it started from.
Yeah, so you clearly don't say
Yeah.
the strikes on Iran justifiable.
It's justifiable.
How about the
100%.
war? How about the genocide in Gaza? Is the same?
No, it is not the same. Genocide, it is actually something that is formed a different way. That's another topic we are
But
coming
you
with.
believe in a genocide Israel commits in Gaza?
No, I don't believe in that statement, that's genocide. Now, in journalism, people where they try for post certain things, they might not even know the very incident that's happening.
Because the United Nations fact-finding committee, even FENOT in their own report, then say, yes, Israel, they commit genocide in Gaza.
Well, that's what I'm telling now. In some of the news reporters where they look at, they're not even they see the right thing what that's happening.
It's not a news reporter saying.
Okay.
This is the United Nations, the world's highest body,
Yeah.
and the International Court of Justice saying there is a plausible case where South Africa take against Israel
Okay.
of genocide in Gaza. This is not
So,
any news reporter saying
why if you
that
go-
Israel is committing genocide in
Why
Gaza.
if you get back to the same, the reason why they go say the same thing, maybe Donald Trump don't actually prevent them or don't impede their activities.
This was prior the International Court of Justice. This is prior to President Trump even taking over the White House.
Okay, so you mean because of that one, what they have you seen the evidence or have you seen every other thing proving that what they did was just genocide? You don't see that thing there?
Well, the mass killings of ethnicities, the mass killings of civilians,
Mm-hmm.
the forced evacuation orders, across Gaza throughout the conflict.
Yeah.
Those are all evidence South Africa take up against Israel
Okay.
and the ICJ, where the ICJ say
Okay.
it's a plausible case of genocide.
Now, let me tell you the first thing. Even the genocide where happened, there were sort of people. If you look at the,
So you don't believe in a genocide now?
it is not a genocide.
But you mentioned saying a genocide.
No, what I mean to say that Trump actually functioned that America functioned the genocide or support that idea. That's what I'm against here.
America not supports the actions of Israel.
It's never in support.
America supply weapons throughout the conflict between Israel and Hamas on Gaza. We kill many thousands of civilians. There's even reports that the number of people killed, many they under the rubble, even though the Gaza Health Ministry is saying that it's over 60,000. But according to independent reports, they say it's well over 100,000 civilians killed under the rubble.
Okay, don't forget, say we dey talk about superpower powers them now also. In the aspect of every leadership, there are people who are going to fight to undermine you. You and I know what I'm talking about. So the aspect of the genocide, now that I want to tell you. First off, there were certain infighting among people, tribal fight, and people who came together. Now, for example, there is this particular set of tribe who actually came up seeing that this other tribe, they undermined them. So what happened, like you're calling genocide, actually, America supported Israel because Israel came as a friend, like me and you as a friend, seeing something that is good. I have to support you in that. So, but America never approved. They were not approved of
Never approve what?
the genocide. They just supported. They were not told. Of course, Donald Trump actually spoke it publicly.
That wasn't President Trump in office when the war started. It was President Biden. President Biden gave the green light to Israeli bombing of Gaza.
Well, this is the thing I'm telling you about.
Yeah.
The regime of Donald Trump is different from Biden. Biden get different setting.
Even in the early months of President Trump, he also supports the actions when President Trump within our opposition, maybe
Yeah.
they fight for get the White House or win the elections.
Uh-huh.
He be openly say the Right Now in Truth social platform say it wants for Israel continue with the conflict in Gaza. Lots of times when President Biden sort of make attempts them for stop for give aid to Israel, President Trump they condemn President Biden in actions them saying all support must be given to Israel for continue and finish the job in Gaza.
This is what I'm talking about. Where Biden been in power, first off, Gaza been try for send actually some kind of troop. If you go back to history, Biden ultimately Donald Trump come the aspect of why he support the idea for Israel, because why Biden for stop for give aid to people that were suffering. That's the point I'm talking about.
Is Israel suffering now today?
Of course, anywhere there is war, as Melby actually measured, where war is on side, they expect happiness for happen at that place there. But there are certain things, if there is no war, there is no peace. You have to expect war before peace comes in.
Who is the bully in the Middle East? Is it Israel or Iran? Or they're not the bully?
Well, I am sure that Iran is actually all over this place, but it might be some kind of emotional attachment to it. Because then they try for
So
makeover.
Iran are the bully?
Of course. Even from history, Iran are people, at the time, say they were not allowing even women to participate in public places. That was the first history. Before that one, then young people were actually suppressed when it comes to like public support. So by then, Joe Biden was actually in place, but he not able to send because he wanted to maintain peace. You know, so the Republicans and Democrats were having issues among themselves. So they did not want young leadership to be affected by what people say. So what did he do? He sent 1 point something billion euros for, as a negotiation or agreement. Go to your history, you get to know that. Now Biden condemned fight among them, but Donald Trump was always seated watching these things that according to him, he will not take that nonsense. And that is why I'm telling you, to be frank with you enough, Donald Trump might be seen as a wrong person, but sometimes in leadership, you have to be like a lion. Sometimes you have to be water. You have to be as calm as a dove. But in certain places, you must expect war before peace comes in. And they tell you something. And let me tell you, the aspect of why you say Africa, why would they suffer, like my brother mentioned here, we don't go be in that continent and we support other people that are in light. And they tell you, to be frankly speaking, that does not make sense to me. In the aspect of leadership in Africa, you cannot expect Africa, we ourselves, the leaders, the way we get, they are not even working towards our own, protection in Africa to start with. So why would I even bring in international body that because of their war? Now tell me, why is that any war that happens outside your continent, it affects us? That's the question you should ask yourself.
Peterson.
Yes.
Melvin Peterson say war for calm before peace prevail.
The world history, if you look at the history of wars, waiting the world, the First World War, the Second World War, teach the world now that war is not the answer. Now, if you look around the 1945, organizations like the United Nations and all these organizations were established for let the world get order that not so because Saloon vex per Guinea or Guinea vex per Saloon and for going to war, because Europe been see the bitterness of war. And before that, America, we don't see the bitterness of war in the American War of Revolution and other continents and the experience. And so anybody where they clamor or where they support for war, in a case of wherein it's not a war of resistance, but a war of aggression, or in this case, a war of choice, it's only, I go say now somebody just way around for say, either violent in nature or a bigot or narcissistic, because history don't teach we say wars don't solve problems. In fact, if you do anything, it will worsen problems, because war get economics, it get political, it get social, it get psychological, it get financial, and several other implications. And we join all the implications, then it take a long time for do what they call peace building. So now I make them say peace consultation is better than war. In this situation where the world is so, I don't think anybody for the support wars, because the war between Russia and Ukraine already don't teach the world a lesson that war gets what they call unexpected consequences. So if you support war, say because for first before peace can, if you count the cost of building the peace after the war, it's so huge. So now I make scholars and they say it's better to be preventative when it comes to war than being well supportive when it comes to war. And all over the world we don't see from the Iraq war to the Afghanistan war, people in America, Europe, and all over the world, of course it's a global conversation. You have warmongers. People who believe in war because now way war day.
Is Benjamin Netanyahu a warmonger?
Of course, history has taught us that. War is in Bibi's DNA. Look in history, read in profile. War is in his DNA. Although in your war, again, not so unlike America and the war with Iran, not so a war of choice. This is a war of what we will call ideologies over the occupation. But if somebody want to get a clear understanding of what's in the happen in Iran, if I go back down memory lane in 1973, how the Shah was overthrown, who that the bin Debiana, how the Islamic Revolution came into power, who that be supporter, and waiting at the divorce, where we see the elect city. You have to understand history when we do geopolitical analysis, because it's very important. And mind you, we might then a small country, but there are other people across the world following us upon which we talk. So I think context is important. No rightful-minded person at this time will support war, except for the one that we get war machines, war arsenal factories. People already make money out of war, now they support war. But for you, when they make nothing out of war, when a loss of lives and properties, how can you, in your rightful sense, support war?
Yeah, I think there's a point I want to make here. The context of the war between Israel and Iran. That's what we're talking about. If
Well, you say you support the war.
yeah, the war
You
between
say war for the
yeah,
for the
because
peace
if you
camp.
look at like he already don't
when
clarify.
peace
Say,
when peace go its on,
it already clarifies
Iran.
it. There are people when at war on. You cannot convert them to be peaceful people. Let me tell you, naturally there are people you can't change in life.
that president like Benjamin Netanyahu.
You can't change that man. I'm
He's a
telling you.
warmonger.
He's
You
a
said
war-
believes in a
Of
warmonger.
course, that's by history. So if Donald Trump look at this such a person where they try for fight people, where they try for create issues, they must arrest this guy to go down.
Peterson,
Yes.
you dey give too much contradicting statements. Them.
Yeah.
The first one you
Yeah.
will say Benjamin Netanyahu
Yeah.
is trying to fight for his people for ensure victory for protect Israel and so.
Yeah.
Now you dey say
No,
Benjamin Netanyahu.
I did not say he's fighting for his people. Oh. And I told you that Benjamin Netanyahu, he came up as, assuming to be a leader.
So if it's
That's what I'm saying.
You last statement that
Yeah.
Benjamin Netanyahu they offend.
Of course.
Yeah. So
That's what I'm saying.
You peace president.
Yeah.
They support possibly offend other nations. Them.
No, I'm not supporting the aspect. But Donald Trump, the reason why Donald Trump is supported, I don't tell you it's Israel first. That was when I supported Israel and Donald Trump. I'm not talking about Benjamin here. Benjamin, everybody knows that not a person we get peace in his entire life in history. So how can you bring in somebody say war, peace for day, peace for day, peace for day? Now, peace for day in Africa does not mean that between certain countries, peace for day is not possible.
So peace not for day around the world. Not
No.
all side peace for day. You believe see not all side peace for
Not
day.
to all side peace possible for day. It is possible that we practice peace, but the word peace is not possible everywhere. That's my point I'm talking
No,
about.
not to Dando. You not say possible. You say not to all side peace for day at all.
Now, this is the point now. By history, you have never seen peace among all the international nations. So it's not possible for let peace there everywhere. No matter how you look at the analysis of the history.
One such place is the Middle East. Peace not for day at all. You think?
If I like to say the Middle East, it is the actually hierarchy of all the world platoons.
Is it not because there is Israel?
It is not because of Israel.
Now because of waiting.
It is because of
Because of Iran.
Iran even just there on the corner. I'll tell you one thing.
Now waiting now.
I don't tell you, see, I started with supremacy. Everybody want for become a big man in the whole way for control, for be barren of respect and all that. I think the conversation started from there. So if Israel looking at, a country where no let foresee people then they die, try for camp inside for protect. Israel, of course, I started with that. Because of the people, they see supremacy among themselves. Look at, for example, what Iran they do. If Iran actually did not want war, how can it be that they were more prepared before US became into war with them? They were more even prepared.
So you prefer Iran not for we don't prepare, let them just bomb and kill everybody?
Because if Iran would have come up, you are now for no say the war for what's past this. In fact, not for coming. But Donald Trump don't tell you the war will end soon.
Thing is, Iran not strike Israel first. Iran not strike anybody first. They be on negotiations now Oman for this nuclear deal.
Yeah.
President Trump pull out from that and here Israel launch strikes and kill the head of state of Iran.
That's what I'm telling you now. If you understand the meeting that was happening, America had already sent some kind of spy, unseen.
So that is what your peace president is doing.
Yes, unseen proactive mentions ahead, because the meeting was not a kind of docile meeting, not to be a quiet meeting. It
All
was
right.
against major fight against US. Donald Trump is not just doing anything because you see that they make negotiation. There were no negotiation in the meeting there.
Right.
I was speaking with a
Peterson,
friend.
as we end with this conversation, this
Yeah.
particular conflict in the Middle East,
Yeah.
you think say Iran forgets a nuclear weapon?
The-
Israel gets nuclear weapon,
Of course, Iran is not forgetting any nuclear weapon. If you
but
get
Israel
that-
forgets them.
Yes, of course. Why? US president is the head of the military. You understand that one?
Excuse me. So wait.
It's
Wait.
the head.
Peterson,
Yeah.
1 minute. Iran not forgets nuclear weapon, but Israel gets them. Israel forgets nuclear weapon. You think?
Of course, because we all know that the whole world not go survive without Israel from the history. Because Israel, number one, if you see a country, we're very much small, but they are very protective in time of when it comes to humanity. So that's the first thing I'm telling you. If Iran gets nuclear weapon, we all go die in Africa. Because now man them will get hard for kill anybody where they want kill. Because they even supported a lot of killing, as you said, the genocide and all that. They supported a lot of things. The meeting where they Miguel tell you now, they were up to.
Who's genocide we don't support?
Now, the first one, I was reading an article with a friend within Washington this morning, and the guy was telling me that first off, back in the history of the 90s, Iran been get issue with what we call this country. We're very close between the, look I forget the country. Then we get plan for collapse every other family. They we been failed for allow the oil system. You understand? Them been they per supremacy for let them go capture the whole country.
You know,
That's what
still
I'm saying.
mention Usai Iran help for commit genocide.
Now they tell you it don't
Yeah.
it don't work. First off, Iran don't support the idea that where Israel been they attack Gaza. That was the first thing. Iran said no, Israel not for attack Gaza.
Israel should not kill civilians in Gaza.
There were no civilians in that form. There were other.
There are no civilians in Gaza, Peter.
What I mean, the civilian I'm talking about, the
But
people where they attack.
most we then kill in Gaza, those are civilians, not Hamas.
Yeah, because you now know that if what happened now, so whether you are part of the system or not part of the system, you have to die.
Why? So it's justifiable the killing of civilians in Gaza.
These are the set of people who we are trying to plan.
All right. So we not
what
get,
I'm saying.
Okay, Melvin, as what do you make of the cross-border tensions then between not only Sierra Leone, now it was Sierra Leone and Guinea, but it's still, because we still get the younger border issue with Guinea, and now it is Liberia, according to residents them in the Foya County of Liberia. Then say Guinean troops them encroach and try to seize parts of Liberian land, and also stop the construction of some buildings them in the border between Guinea and Liberia. What do you make of the cross-border tensions them until recently? Liberian government now saying they send delegation to Conakry and go hold bilateral and multilateral talks them for put an end to these latest tensions.
And say where you lay down with dog, you do wake up with fleas. Waiting with the season at the MRU and ECOWAS basin. Now, as a result of weak leadership in ECOWAS and the African Union, where Guinea began this thing long years ago with Sierra Leone, ECOWAS and MRU not ever take a position. They always be diplomatic. They not ever condemn Guinea. Go and check all them bundles of statements. They never. They play safe, neutral.
Even under President Bio.
They've never, even under the current chairperson, they've never. ECOWAS not take position on the matter. Even when Guinea slapped them at their face, not allow their entry on that and joint inspection, they never condemn Guinea for that. And now, guess what? As recent as the so-called sham elections outcome, ECOWAS heads of state were there, attending to the invitation. Not only that, just after that, lifting the suspension. Not after that, congratulating Doumbouya. Waiting and listen. He sent a message say, "Bo, let people apologize to yourself. Nobody not gonna confront me on the issue. So I for continue for Dua." Doumbouya is the new Putin.
Benjamin Netanyahu of West Africa.
Well, no, he's the Putin.
And Bibi Netanyahu.
No, I don't want for Bibi the own history, in complex parts. I don't want to make them too simple. But the Putin in clear when it comes to Ukraine and how the issues then they did. Doumbouya, if you not take it, in order for all the capture. Get a strong footing now the MRU basin. It might tempted. Mind you, Guinea not only not the border.
I think they get over 7 borders.
Not only the border countries on the west side,
with
but the east and other flanks of it.
Yes.
So with this way they happen, so we don't test say we get weak MRU and ECOWAS. I will not be surprised. But I'm glad for the Liberians, the same resistance what we talk about, now we see them display. And the people then first begin to do the resistance. The alap are the people then for let them come out. I just watched the statements from the Liberia Ministry of Information. If you compare them to we own, you do not say Liberia then the main business when it comes to them territorial sovereignty and integrity, unlike we.
But in we own case, the Minister of Foreign Affairs say not to we land at all.
I don't know, ain't not be ever show proof as to I don't ain't not be show we Guinea their own proof because it's like for say the Minister of Foreign Affairs, now the Guinea government spokesman now. So let's show you the evidence where he gets women say it's so ridiculous. You minister go say how the chief then not show documents. That chief na village and for go show you boundary paper for sign na Falaba on a government for cargo paper. That was so dialecting. With all due respect to the minister. Even if let's say now we for be don't invade, not to info can talker. Now Guinea for be don't adduce evidence. What you don't do so now? You don't give the Guineans the courage. In fact, in only contradictory from waiting the minister say, but waiting the people are waiting at the ground. Epic and Slick, I think we interview people at the ground. We talk say. Or sister media, we talk say the people already there, na Sierra Leoneans there, and their way of life na Sierra Leonean.
Yeah, we speak to reporter.
Exactly. So what the minister don't say now? What he don't say now? Irrespective of that fact, they say the people are Sierra Leonean. By virtue of waiting the minister gets as your own documents, we will not see. We will need for fact check. We need for fact check that 1.4 kilometer we Guinea claims say we go inside the territory na true. Until the minister don't support them, the minister now in Guinea will need to fact check them, because we know by history from 1916 that the British and the French, they were not clear on certain of those borders, particularly when it comes to Yanga.
Yeah.
And if you're the minister, we know so we government not even gets the original boundary when it comes to them particular axis, then they don't know you can't justify Guinea. I question your allegiance to Sierra Leone. I question your Sierra Leonean nitty and all that.
You think, say, with all this, one day we also give up Yenga?
Guy, if the man want begin go Liberia, we'll pray no more. We for just collaborate with Liberia now.
Yeah.
Let's team up.
But what do you make of the Guinean authorities also trying to claim Sokoma just outside Yenga so that they can get Sokoma too?
Because
according to Engineer Falateng, the Honorable Minister for SLPP, another party, he say Guinean soldier man and say that they come back for can't claim Sokoma.
Because the Guineans in no way we know say we not get a clear approach towards the issue. They don't say today we'll talk say we use diplomacy, then tomorrow we'll talk say we go ICJ. So they don't say today we leader them, we go meet them, big them, bell them, they open border. They don't know, they don't where we. And that is about diplomacy. We learn from the Iran war. In any situation, you advance enough for way you, enough for understand how you come on. Now and again you don't take we for granted for. And I think at this moment, we just need for ally with Liberia and see we'll go get a joint patrol force, because ECOWAS is at the doubt if they might send them to group them for going to Guinea and border. Guinea go brush them. Guinea go brush them. Guinea are the new Dumbia are the new Putin now West Africa. And I doubt why AU not they foresee wait till they try for see.
So you think say ECOWAS, the Africa Union, although regrets at this very time, wouldn't congratulate Mamadi Doumbouya as president-elect of Guinea?
An officer never regrets it too. Then still legally, they don't pull any statement for condemn the action where it take in Sierra Leone or Liberia. The man is still legally, they play neutral. This Salon and Liberia, we need to take the bull now and forget either a resistance, border resistance force, or ECOWAS bring come a peacekeeping force troops at the border. But waiting Guinea to do so, I not see them for stop just now, and it might escalate more than what you would think.
Peterson, what do you make of the cross-border tension between Liberia and Guinea?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Now go back to the history of Sierra Leone Civil War.
Yeah, go ahead.
First off, 1991 Civil War of Sierra Leone killed a lot of people. So because as a result of that, we for the Sankobin actually rise up in Sierra Leone, you know, as the world leader. You and I know say, Sierra Leone fight say will not be able to overcome. We only call on Guinea as a neighboring country. That was where the history starts from. But before that, the border dispute actually came. Before that, the war, we all know say British people come, the France then take over, then the British people take over certain places. So when they can then see them say, border business not a problem because they're all there under the same coven. They didn't near as brothers. So all what they needed to do is that the territories were not well demarcated. They left those places open just like that, like neighbor and neighbor. So then we think say the leaders of the country would have come together and come with terms to say, Lord, put border here. This could be a place who say you go stop, who say me go stop. And by then the population of each countries were not too much severe as compared to now. Then even the alarm on mineral or fighting among leaders was not anything considered among themselves, because we all been a try for team up on we own for come under the white man. That was a first thing. So getting to know that one, their mind we are not actually coming closer for border arrangement or settlement. This is what they think about. So when Spode Sakona rose up with his colleagues in the 1990s, we all know what happened in the Civil War. Until the time of 2002, the Guinean soldiers were coming to help Sierra Leone. So what happened when they came, this set of people, when as soldiers or military people at the time, they came and stayed, I mean, they could not go any longer after the war. Then Sesef na younger places, they begin to observe the activities they don't mark say there were minerals, there were other stuff, resources find here. You understand? So that was back then. And I had to actually speak with Oswald Hansels, one of the biggest writers in the country. Of course, in the days of the former president Ernest Bai Koroma was a writer, and I'm sure that maybe you are aware of that. Oswald Hansels, a 72-year-old man now, begin to tell me the history of certainty where happened at the country. He said those soldiers, they could not go any longer. Then stay in that place, Nayenga. So they were now called Sierra Leoneans as well, which of course they were still Guineans. I don't know if you get the point there. Those Guinean soldiers where they come, Boku no go back. Even Nigerians, Boku we come first for we. During the ECOMOC where they send it, they not go back. You understand? So they now came and established themselves here, find themselves that they are part of Sierra Leone. So when this thing do happen before the time of Doumbouya we cancel, you know, say we been get first
Are they still around? Those we see, those soldier man them
No,
way
no.
fetch for Salon from Guinea. We see them as Salon man and still around na Salon now.
Few of them are here, but many of them gave back. They got married.
Are they the ones in Yenga?
Well, they are not all. Few of them are there. Their children, them intermarried with Sierra Leonean people. Them, though the papa them been don't die, but the picking them been dead. So when this issue actually arose, where Doumbouya come on the territory, them picking the way they left it, the history be don't tell them say they belong to Guinea. So when Oswalansi was telling me, I was surprised to know that how come that this happened? He said, well, the war between Guinea and Sierra Leone, not to actually just a common war, it has a history. So that is where I got to understand that we say we do wrong because we don't support the idea for law negotiate and make a boundary in a clear way. So now I make the president in say when His Excellency Julius Maada Bio in Sidon in the was say because a peace because a neighboring country ain't no one for just intervene because he is a chairman. I'm not defending anybody, but that's the history where it come from.
So
Yeah.
you think say Yenga belong to Salon?
The aspect of Yenga, of course, it is definite that it belongs to Sierra Leone because every boundary in the country, we all know that one of the pillars of boundary between two countries is river. You understand that? Seas, rivers, and mountains. These are geographical, angle when it comes to bordering. You understand? So if Yenga, you understand, say if anybody cross border, even between two villages, you cross water, you go other side. That the other side you don't go. So Yenga is part of the Kailan aspect between Kailan and this particular. Is it Falaba what? Kailan? Kailan district is more of Yenga. All them people away and they around the Yenga, they part of the demarcation. So, but Guinea now say no because, like I tell you, they become fet war. The people them, Boku stay na Yenga they are the state. So the Guinean soldiers were there and they were doing this fishing business and other things until when they began to come into other activities and resources. Now the whole problem started from, but there was no demarcated boundary at all. No, that was it. As back off.
Well, you think say Melvin say Mamadi Doumbouya Depambi is appearing to be the Putin of West Africa. I think that's the case.
Yes, it has a point, but that does not make a complete saying that it's becoming the Putin. Now, the reason here is ECOWAS is not sleeping at all. No. They are just looking at, Doumbouya for actually like show peace because first of it came as a revolutionary person, and later he called for democracy. You understand? That is what convinced the ECOWAS body to
We
say
get democracy in Guinea now. Is that a democracy? Melvin saying a sham election. What do you think?
it was not a sham election because anything when a voting will take place but approved by ECOWAS. No forget that there is a hierarchy of territory. Like for a Mano River Union, ECOWAS 90 for we for gather as a body, the umbrella now. So if they don't approve them, you, me and you, what you go think?
Not so what ECOWAS think independently. What do you think? This is like a sham election, like we Melvin say.
Well,
not so a sham election.
it is not a sham election because if not, the people them for don't go on strike, then for don't say we don't agree.
The protest is banned in Guinea. You know that?
I know of that. I know of that. But why it was banned? It was, approved. The election was approved by ECOWAS. So they banned and the people them say, hence ECOWAS, what the things say them for don't do certain things put in place. If they have agreed, we also have agreed. Don't forget that. Now coming to back, even we own elections in Sierra Leone or whatever they say is final. So even if people are grumbling, nobody cares about what you are grumbling for. So all they care about, Mano River Union and ECOWAS, these are the umbrella body. That's final. So it means we are going to suffer in the next decade to come because nobody speaks for us.
You think, say, Guinea, they carry aggression to enable them? Like, first it was Sierra Leone, now it's Libya. I think Guinea is the aggressor.
Guinea is not an aggressor at all, not. I will tell you to be frank with you. Why? Let me give you one point. Now, the reason Doumbouya actually is rising up, Doumbouya is not okay with ECOWAS itself. That's the first thing. Doumbouya, they see and say, ECOWAS, they try for more marginalized people than how it's supposed to be. How? Let me make a point here. When Liberia actually, they get a place where they may do construction, they reach a point, then Doumbouya called for a meeting.
So Doumbouya is fighting against ECOWAS?
This is, it could be clandestinely, okay, to say. A hide inside the question, I might not say yes or no because of safety and anything. But what I'm saying here...
You said Doumbouya is not happy with ECOWAS.
Yes.
So is Doumbouya doing all this to fight against ECOWAS?
Not only ECOWAS they fight to. It try for...
So Doumbouya is fighting against ECOWAS?
Yes, of course. That's the first step.
What you make you say so?
Yeah, number one, say before the election, when Doumbouya became cast revolutionary, it came to Sierra Leone. Do you know why he came to Sierra Leone at first? You remember that he brought half of his troop here.
During President being first step.
Yes. Do you know the reason for that? Sierra Leoneans, they just can talk. They don't know certain background. Now, the reason you are seeing Doumbouya, This Kush Menek that is here in this country, so many people are crossing border with it to Guinea. I'm telling you to be frank with you. And as well as Liberia, there are issues like that one. So Dumbuya said nobody fork out any other thing, importing or whatever thing, because it wants to stand on its own. As I tell you now, the currency of Guinea.
So excuse me, wait till come for. You don't mention Asadi.
That's one thing. In the negotiation process, he came to speak with His Excellency by then for
negotiate with him.
Yeah, one for make agreement on the terms of the border when I younger. That was why he came. He came here in the country. He called him say let him try to make a meeting, but His Excellency failed to respond. So where you see Guinea, they come on the land.
So you they claim now on the morning show say Guinea don't make attempt for resolve the border issue. But Salone is being reluctant.
Second, in fact, let me tell you, not only reluctant, maybe not just the civilized words. Salone not being, care at all, not for border, whatever you think about. Because why? They came here purposely, and I tell you there are two reasons why this man came here.
All right.
The first reason was that he came to negotiate and make amendment on boundary, the border issue. You understand? Because it came purposely for letting talk to the PI himself, but they could not do anything.
Okay.
The second thing was why he came here. Now for this drug business, where be no alarm. And of course, there are famous artists or other people from Sierra Leone cross border where they catch them then say there.
There was no alarming drug crisis during the time we came. That was years ago. There was no alarming Kush crisis.
No, this is not Kush about. These things.
Drugs again, it's not so Kush.
This thing. There were a lot of other things. This tramadol, other stuff were there before this time. That's what I'm saying.
There are also drugs coming from Guinea to Salone. So lots of times we've seen the police intercepting drugs even from Guinea. Kush. Tramadol from Guinea, so in only exclusive to Salone. So Peterson, however, now though we need to take calls.
Okay.
So let's go now for a very short break. After that, 079 994 993. Stay with us.
Some moments can call for calm, others can demand for energy. And with Carel, you get the best of the two worlds. For tea lovers them, Carel Aroti Premium Blend, they deliver true quality in every cup. The tea leaf they come out from high mountain area them. This premium black tea strong, natural and full of character. It will give you one different taste and fresh feeling. We go deal with you all day. With 100 tea bag na every pack, you go always get more for enjoy and safe for share. Carel Aroti. Feel the freshness of nature in every sip. And when you need energy for power you day, just take Aro Cafe. Made from 100% pure premium coffee. Aro Cafe, rich and gets fine smell. One cup will help you stay energetic and active all day. Quick for share and good for any time and any size. Two great choices and one trusted name. Carel with a bring premium tea and coffee for every environment.
You sabi Benny I can tell you, that Solomon in fast food love Dando.
Papa, Benny Mix don't come back home. Look where he rich and fine. Now salon here than they make them. Now he make it always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. You find for big person, it they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you they able to eat on a morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Benny Mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Member say Benny Mix then a packet and they write PLC panel. Benny Mix they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, we are number 44 Battle Street, Piton, or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Benny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
079 994 993. One for established even before we take calls for say the views and opinions of we guests them, not to the view of Epic Radio. Hello, good morning. Hello. Yeah, your name and where you call from?
I mean, a smart I call from.
All right, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
I tell you, plenty chanky concern about the program, and I'm glad if we bring this program this morning. But Mr. Peter, I don't really understand why the way it supports this guy in America. And also like the idea, although not your opinion, but as for peace, not a peace man they talk. But I'm so happy with Melvin Isai, they try for preach peace between we serve all that the world. But if they go talk for negotiate, then can issue then they tell well. No say we this don't bet me say for better. No, not to peace standing. All encourage yourself as peace. All now one.
Okay, thank you. 079-994-993. We call. Please go straight to the point. You get 1 minute for Adi voice at the show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Melvin. Good morning at the studio.
Your name and inside the call from?
My name is Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Yeah. May God help you.
Amen.
Anybody we know the free God. Now in the talk, the one faith, the one died. But we don't pass war, no. I don't believe man will support waiting the happen to na Iran and Israel and America. So if you see man they support them. Now possibly maybe blood in a hand. Trust me, my brother. Anybody who blood not in a hand support any. Because the kind see what Israel don't do from the Hamas, say go Lebanon. Whenever you say now so Iran go and kill. Then do and they say well, Lord Church Iran and Lord see. Because now they be the last people they now be left with they not hit. But when they don't hit they don't see the retaliation against them. If it is man sit on a studio, it is talk then can't talk then they. I know they fear God. But now you will open mouth for talk. But when God lock the mouth, it lock the eye. That's when you will not say all that statement and it will be the key.
All right.
Therefore, the account of them.
Peterson, you take notes, huh? Okay. All right. Let's take more calls now here on the morning show. 079-994-993. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Paris, not the Lion.
The Lion, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Yes, sir. You know, Pale, Allah help you in this country.
Amen.
Yes, sir. You know, one thing in the talk about Iran. Iran, from the history first, you ever see Iran go fight somebody? Iran, one thing, Iran, letting the people realize, I mean, the superworld power. They tell me the superworld power. They come out, okay, look the treaty, they already signed. Who that broke the treaty? Now, Israel. Even today with Lebanon, the Hezbollah, they make a treaty saying, all man they na use who that broke the treaty. Now Israel go broke the treaty, begin they kill them, begin they with them. You ever see Iran go to them? Even to Russia, who that broke the treaty? Now America, now they broke that treaty there. They tell us, okay, well let them broke the balloon wall. Or the only thing, no can on your side. Who that they na inside, who no one shoot. No man they na use who that can broke up. Now them, what to be on side as Hallelujah? What happened? We neglect with Salon people them. What happened? Allow the Guineans them for can use their money. Go na yenga. This money where they use it. And the money they use it. What did they farm? Who said they go with them? Now Guinea they go with them. Usually they allow motor car for even drive car. Almost checkpoint they wanna get. Wanna go make toll gate.
The Lion, thank you.
Something that God bless you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Samuel Kamara on Facebook saying the Liberian people show that they love their country. But as for us here in Sierra Leone, we love politics more than our country. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
You know where the call from?
Ibrahim, I call from Jewish, sir.
Ibrahim, go ahead. Get 1 minute.
To listen to a conversation, the brother we see Donald Trump and the best president for him. The man, I don't know how they think. Even the American people then regret we Trump be a leader for them today. Now the worst president ever.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
You didn't inside the call from?
Rogers, Juba.
Rogers, go ahead.
I think say that man with the talk say America and Israel get the right for attack Iran. Now somebody will not even know the history, they just talk about it. And I think say America don't attack Iran and the 3 times this one day Iran don't attack any of his neighbors there. To my devonement, that man they talk say Iran na in the genocide committed na that Middle East where Israel don't fight but 8 countries then. Any country where effect the court Panam he put them to Indian country. This year, Trump begin and he say, Iran won't get nuclear weapon. We commodity, he say, now for oil. The third time, he say, now regime change.
All right.
So at the end of the day, he go kill the leader in that place there.
Okay.
But at the last thing now where they talk, Iran this morning 6 o'clock don't get nuclear weapon. Now they discuss on that one, they now not to the war now.
Yeah, that is fake. It's misleading. Iran doesn't have a nuclear weapon. According to the IAEA, according to them findings, Iran not get enrichment. We go make the country get the nuclear weapon. President Trump during the strike on the Fordo nuclear sites just last year say America completely obliterates Iran the nuclear capabilities. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Alex from Fudelu.
Go ahead, you get 1 minute.
The now which is in a radio now almost 50 years with 8 because it contradicts itself on in this. Now it talks saying Iran not the right or America and support Trump. It really contradicts itself along the way you ask and questions. Coming to Guinea and Cameroon, the coming of Mamadi even a Mali Mali go to weapon in it. In this Mali just kind of power under military regime. Normally he was afraid of himself for not to be overthrown again. So you stay away from the for Kalitan to any country where you go quick cancer alone, the next one about again. Fearing that if they want take over back again, he went for use that for enforce for take over back the power. So he was afraid of himself, he not confident.
All right.
So the Guinean Sudan
Thank you.
You get what I mentioned. And I present the other for Qatar, not just Qatar on your own.
079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Your name and side you call from?
Uncle James.
James, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Okay, yeah. Una thank you for me. We get idea na the world. So una thank you. When I want to know more, I disagree to one of you guess to get it. He say Donald Trump is the best peaceful president in the world. Me, I disagree to her.
Why?
That
Why
man
disagree?
campaign for peace. Now, before he come as president, now they don't go into war. So I don't see election make sense at all. I disagree to his statement. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. 079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Let's take 2 more calls after this. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Abakar from.
Bakar, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
This just shows say Donald Trump, like we kind of way they support him. Donald Trump don't be the worst president ever. Then America don't bring unrest to the whole world, not to today. When we don't see America, they chase Arab leaders, then they kill Arab leaders, then they bring their own way. I think when you come to Iran, and then they waste open, and they everything open about America. So it means America, they care about themselves, they not care about other people. If they're not demigod, that means they only there for let people become slaves under them. Let them become superior always. Come to win us alone. My brother, I will tell you, if His Excellency the President and this government is able to fix this problem between me and Guinea, where they happen to, it means that people are fail we entirely. Because the power where the president gets for the chairman and the ECOWAS, up till now the only thing we get, so we will not be get other things. The better they tell you, Guinea for don't give you land. But we get things. The thing where we get, it pass the soldier, they follow the whole gun. The thing where we get, it pass for let we demonstrate. The thing where we get, it pass for let the tell we say we weak. For let the president be the chairman for ECOWAS.
All right.
They don't look for fix the problem.
Thank you.
If we don't fix that problem there, it's really unfortunate.
Let's take one more call. 079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, concerned citizen. They talk.
Right, go ahead. 1 minute.
And concerned with brother waiting at the station, the way they don't indict the president. They say Mamadou Doumbouya Kanaya. Now for that push business, then too for cancer to list younger business. So there, Mr. Moderator, una self trial una talk to the president, but no, because now it don't indict the president.
Well, this now allegation we talk about.
When I make you say,
and one for also established was saying also Epic Radio say I'm not in say I'm as guest.
When I say, yeah, because right I don't left doubt on people, because people go take to my issue. Say no, how do me in Canada for like answer to between younger and the president don't talk nothing. So they are the big.
All right, thank you so much. How come you know that Peterson?
Well, practically, as I tell you, I've been a writer for some time, not only here in Ghana, Liberia, and the rest. So I try for investigate matters. Somebody from Guinea, the reliable source, told me that.
Reliable source from Mamadi Doumbia in government?
Yes, of course.
The delegation will come, I inform you.
Yeah, of course. The person said they come here for make negotiation from the border here.
How reliable is that source?
Well, as a writer, I think reliability comes from the hierarchy, ministers in governance. And
so now minister or top hierarchy politician
yes, hierarchy politician tell me. So they said they come here for make negotiation, but after which they pretend as if everything was settled. And thereafter, not knowing that things were not settled. So now they the thing we start from.
All right.
Yeah.
One call. Hello, good morning. All right. Call we now on 079-994-993. Let's take one last call and wrap up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
You name and the call from?
Yeah, stability at the call from Kingston now.
All right. Go ahead.
This you guys here, I don't even know what the countries that we make up ECOWAS. Senegal, the part of ECOWAS, you get bored of Guinea. Mali, the part of ECOWAS, you get bored of Guinea. This nonsense, this man they do, why making no good at countries then? We can Salwe and Liberia, where they do small countries then. That's not me want to see. Where possible they talk, where you know what they talk about.
All right, Peterson, I will give you time for respond to the various callers. I mean, almost all of them raise concerns contradicting some statements that we make. What do you make of what you then say?
Well, the first of all, I tell you, say, from the history first, the Aspello come to Liberia and Guinea first in the next 1 minute. I tell you, say, when these military people come for help, the soldiers, yeah, many of them could not go back. They stayed on that land, thinking that because the colonial masters failed to make arrangement for let them make dispute of border for clear, they're not be clearer. To the point that even to now, I go tell you back, if you refer to why that the Sierra Leonean soldiers were arrested, that's the first thing you go ask yourself. It is not something now. Senegal, like the person they say, I know Sabi, but of course, okay, that's I agree to your point. Maybe you have your own point, but I tell you something.
Oh, you say you agree. You say you agree. You don't Sabi borders.
Huh? No,
you say you agree.
No, this is the opinion of people. You know, the person saying my opinion.
Oh, it's okay.
But I tell you, say the aspect of the relationship between Sierra Leone and Guinea, it is so much cordial to the point that nothing like this will happen in the country, because if not. If we get sovereign power, we will go and respond why these people were arrested. But I tell you, it takes days before even our military people were freed from that place. Now, the first thing I want to tell you first. So, from the aspect of what happened from that point, the border Guinea and Yenga, when those military people then go back after we been get food in Sankona, so when they went back, what happened? Them picking them stay on that land, many of them. I tell you, but they become Sierra Leonean, just like Nigerian people. They come stay here. Many of them, they are citizens now. They are not going back. They have shop by Waterloo Street and other places.
Okay.
That's the point. So going back to the next policy where they tell me, say, me they support Trump as the worst president and all that. But I tell you, say, I don't support any war. But there are places that war is needed for peace to come. Because if you look at how Iran and Israel, you know, of course, Israel being launched first Jerusalem. First of Iran, Israel first been launched in Iran. You understand? Before that, there were war. They say Israel go launch other side back, other side. Now, Israel does not fight just like that. There are issues where Israel
deserve them at all.
Not deserve them. That's what I'm saying. If the meeting where they may get for negotiation was not an ordinary meeting.
You think why you think Israel forget nuclear weapon?
Now, number one,
or use them against the neighbor them?
No, not against neighbor.
So what you forget now for?
Now, first off, now for like what they happen, so now for try for free people from certain bondages and other discussion. That's what I'm saying.
So what did they use nuclear weapon for free people?
Now for protect other lands them.
How? Using it?
Of course, for be alert.
For user Musai.
No, not against anybody. But if you look at
so why you forget her now? If you know you use them at all,
anything can happen. Superpower power, I tell you, it's a supremacy. Everybody they fight for war.
So Iran, they not deserve those privileges.
No, it is actually something I will not say yes to that for now. Because
Peterson, thank you so much. We don't go way above with time. Up next, we'll get sports, entertainment, and the review of the biggest stories, national stories of the week. with Reginald Brianujokutu Soya. Thank you to my guest. Yeah. Until next week, Friday again, where the show go meet you. My name is Usman Ibrahima. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.
Sometimes then when things they go wrong in your community and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you Blowing the Whistle. Blowing the Whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, where they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk button. This now you chance for like you speak up and follow the hear your voice and follow you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you live in a town or a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue, so something happen. Blowing the Whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
Hello and welcome to Bees and Echo News with Marion Precious George. Inside today's edition of the Bees and Echo News, the new Leon traded in a narrow band against major currency them inside the first week of March, and this demonstrates relative resilience against the US dollar and euro, while admitting modest ground to the British pound, according to daily exchange data from March 2nd to the 6th. From March 2nd to March 6th this year, against the US dollar, the Leon shows sign of quiet stability as the Greenbank opened the week at 22.8224 March 2nd before it slipped to 22.8003 the following day, when a modest 0.1% dip which suggests early caution among trader them. By March 4, it eased further to 22.7605, down another 0.2% from the previous session, as if the Leon collects slight ground in the middle of possible local demand. Momentum briefly reversed March 5, where the dollar bounced back to 22.8281, when at a 0.3% uptick before settling slightly lower at 22.8211 March 6, when at a 0.03% deadline. Altogether, the week left the Leon flat against the Greenbank, fading by just 0.05% overall. The trend reversed in the later part of the week. Sterling edged up to 30.425 March 5, where gained 0.15% before a jump to 30.5027 March 6, where shows stronger 0.33% rise, and this suggests renewed buying interest possibly linked to fresh UK economic signal them. By the time the week they end, the pound already gained 0.19% overall, trimming the Leon's earlier advantage. The euro proved the most unstable of the three major currency them as it began the week with 26.7298 March 2nd before it dropped sharply to 26.5268 March 3rd, when a 0.76% fall will put strength to the Leon in waiting appear for B Eurozone related flights. The country's gross financing needs remain extremely elevated, with the rollover treasury bill comprising approximately 60% of the country's funding requirement inside 2025, and this now according to the International Monetary Fund latest assessment, which underscore the fragile maturity profile of domestic debt. The IMF country report number 2640 revealed that T-bill repayment short-term instruments issued heavily last year now dominates the financing landscape. Them security are largely held by domestic public bank and local subsidiary of foreign institution them, with the central bank absorbing significant portion through secondary market operation them. While rollover risk register as high, the fund acknowledged mitigating factor them as bank them operate within a captive market structure, lacking alternative investment vehicle, and active secondary market trading not occur among commercial creditor them. And this effectively force holder them for retaining paper until maturity. The African Development Fund don approve $19.95 million grant as way for finance one 5-year program where they create work for women and youth them in climate smart agriculture and waste management as the country sets for address structural fragility through employment generation. This grant, wey na for pillar 1 of the transition support facility, aim for address the root cause of fragility and insecurity in the country. Now all this we get for you today inside the Biz and Echo News. Mina Marion Precious George.
So good morning and welcome to Sports Update. So we start off with some news will break around the Iranian sports minister don't say Iran no go play now the 2026 World Cup. This come from the minister from Iran. So since the start of last season in all competition, Tottenham gets 44 defeats. So since 2021 in all competition, Arsenal gets 44 defeats. So from last season to now, Tottenham don't receive a lot of defeats. So Peter Banks don't be appointed to be the referee for the Carabao Cup final between Arsenal and Manchester City. So Sheffield Wednesday go set for gets a 15-point deduction inside League One. So this is going to look a very bad start for them next season with a 15-point deduction, because none of the bidders them currently don't try for buy the club for prepare for pay 15 million to the ongoing owner. So well, very good news for India as they don't win the T20 World Cup men's edition and then do them for the second time running. So this is for some very bad news for Aziz Al Sharia, as Aziz don't face a fine as he been used a tip which says stop the genocide, and of course the NFL player don't receive some fine for use the stop genocide tip we put in front of in face. Well, for this morning, I'll let you entertain for you inside Sports Update.
I hope that
welcome to your final edition inside the week of your entertainment news here on the Epic Morning Show with me, Big Daddy. So starting here with Pella, of course, thanking the Kaduna people, of course, after he did in 4th day of a 20-state tour. And of course, in other news, Nigerian musician Star Fields and Kahid were robbed inside Los Angeles, now the United States. Well, things then way they lost, of course, inside this robbery. Of course, they lost their phone, bank card, wallet, and bag. And of course, Kahid in big for lost a laptop and a passport. In other news, Cardi B has been seen with footballer Hakim. Well, of course, reports meeting us that both have been seen recently, even after the match in Paris, and there's a case where they were seen breaking the fast together. And as at now, both parties are following each other on Instagram. Could this be what the fans are thinking? But we're going to know soon. And of course, They Call Me Zamza and Speedo continue with then online backlash. So after They Call Me Zamzam then drop, the recent song where he take a shot at Speedo, well, he just sent this one for Speedo, say, I just give you one stray bullet and you dey grumble. And Speedo replied quickly and say, with the shell of the bullet, because the beat's classic but the flows were whack. And another one, Speedo of course don't drop his snippets of the SL vibe, so he's coming. Jimmy B, on the other hand, of course, applaud Milton Coker with Nakolabo for resigning, and he make him straightly say, now for the betterment of the entertainment industry, no matter what you do, you're not going to take the fact say it contributes to the industry. Well, he end up for say, let it render to Caesar, waiting belongs to Caesar. Whether not the Caesar and waiting there for render, that we don't know. And of course, the youngster with Naswita Boy don't receive 30,000 loans, and the money will be shared. So 10,000 loans go to Wilbert where they do the music, and the rest of the money, when the 20,000 loans, go be hand over to the artist for a music promotion. Well, for the sake of the entertainment news, this is now all we get for you inside the news this morning here with me, Big Daddy.
I hope that our visitors, 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 I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that.
For the Friday 13th March 2026, and I would like to welcome you to yet another exclusive edition of a review of the biggest national stories of the week right here on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, live on YouTube as well. On the Epic Radio YouTube page, we're live on Facebook, live on the website, and self live on Choice FM and Radio Garden. May they bring the program to you this morning. My name is Reginald Briano Jukutu Soya, and as always, Friday we can bring the people that we matter, an exclusive conversation, and also provide solution to things that will affect we as a nation. Before I introduce me two honorables them this morning, I get James Kamaramane, where go help me for review the front pages of the various newspapers we'll get this morning. It's
newspaper, the main banner headline story reads, as World Bank approves $137 million. VP Jallo delivers keynote at ALAC. You get a photo of the vice president. Another story exposed Abbas Abdullah to refund $196,000. Other story I go find now the Standard Times newspaper.
Away from the Standard Times, this morning I get with me Premier News newspaper this morning. Sierra Leone secures shares of 137 million World Bank digital boost. iBanks to stage Sierra Leone first cloth concert. We also get Africa Europe trade envoy support mosques and churches. Tourism Ministry hosts Russian delegations. And also we get Moped comments black AVSI and CHAI at NGO Opens Information Initiative. Police reports reveal 0.05 increase in crime index. And finally, Zainab Sheriff denies bail again as prosecution closes case. All of these stories and more, they now at the front page of the Premier News newspaper. That's all we have for in the various newspapers this morning. And of course, like I tell you shortly, thank you so much, James Kamamane, for reviewing the paper with me. As I told you guys shortly, the public, I tell you, and I say today again, we privilege forget two honorable, sitting honorables them. Now the studio, well, for me we can discuss national issues them where they go on at the country at the moment. With that, I get honorable, of course, engineer Falatengbe, where they come all the way from Kailang district and they represent the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party. It was exactly 1 month to get in at the studio. I remember the last week I was February 13th and you are here again today. Good morning, it's a pleasure to get to you.
Yeah, thank you, my brother, for having me. Good morning, Sierra Leoneans.
All right, I also get Honorable Auna P.S. Lako, Member of Parliament under the main opposition, All People's Congress, and they represent, of course, like I say, APC. They come out all the way from Tonkoleli district. It's a pleasure to get you, Honorable Lako, this morning.
Yeah, good morning, listeners. Good morning to everyone. Honorable Papi Lako from Tonkoleli.
It's been a while, though, right?
Yeah, it has been so hectic. We did our level elections anyway. But yes. I'm back.
Okay, that's good. So today we look at the increment of fuel price due to the war between Iran, Israel, and USA. The question would ask why Sierra Leone don't be affected so quickly. President Bios will extend the mandate of the Statistician General for another 3-year mandate. We will look at what this means for national development as well, and also with data collection. APC then continue for stay out of governance. We will also look at what is the implication, and finally we will look at the bread and butter issue. Who's out there at the moment? This and more topics that we discuss. But Honorable Falatengbe, you're just coming from Kainau. I know this is not the part of the topic, but what's the status currently now that side you come on? I go appreciate if you don't have for me less than 2 minutes or so. Everything under control at the moment.
Yeah, thank you, my brother, for taking me out of topic. The stark reality now that yesterday I left the constituency and I want for reports to the nation say the Sierra Leonean end is very safe, calm, that's fine. And normal business they go on. Skirmishes we'll get via social media and other places has got to do between Liberia, Lofa, and the Guineans. Similar thing we then try for provoke in this end. That's what they did over there. But I think they then said they try for resolving the matter diplomatically.
Thank you very much for that brief and snappy update. Let's start the conversation, and we want to look at the reappointment of the Statistician General. Where the president don't give another mandate for lead for the next 3 years and all. And we all know say 2026 is a crucial year for statistics alone as and get for conduct the 2026 decennial census, and na census where a lot of people get interest, including both the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party and the main opposition, All People's Congress. So Andrew Bob Johnny don't be reappointed again after a mandate for expired on the 31st of March this year, and now the president don't deem him fit for continue with him, and he don't get a 3-year mandate. We go start on the 1st of April and it go pan out till 2029 hopefully. So gentlemen, what's your thoughts about this appointment? Let's start with Honorable Lako quickly on this one. The Statistician General, so now he get the mandate. He's going to conduct the census because an appointment is supposed for end on the 31st of this month, and the census is in December, and now he has been given another 3-year mandate, which means he's going to preside over the census. The opposition gets any concern on the appointment?
As I tell you, the issue at hand now, where every Sierra Leonean know is about the appointment of the NEC commissioner. And this recent reappointment of Andrew Bob Johnny, the party will come and make position on that. And I will tell you, say, as it is, in the build-up of the census, we get for take place this year. We don't get first report to the public on the issues we will be done identify during the process.
When I get a committee?
Yeah, we get a committee headed by Honorable Balogun Kroma,
former Minister of Transport.
And I know say the country don't aware of the issues we identify predominantly on areas perceived to be the stronghold of the All People's Congress, how the demographic survey process,
the cartographic
mapping process they go on. We find out say we have limited personnel in those areas.
The enumerators in Oboku.
So we expect say you forget 3-4 enumerators, maybe you just get one. Where they slow the process.
All that is a concern for
concern. That's the main concern.
And the committee wanna picture all of them concerned again.
All of those concerns have been picked up. We don't document them. And I know say I don't follow the chairman of the census committee. We don't bring this to the public, and they also don't draw the attention of international partners. Partners then say this is what is happening, and the person at the end of the affairs at that time, now this same person they don't reappoint, and I know say in reappointment, if there are concerns,
the party will
come back. Yes, as for now, I cannot.
You cannot come because the party not take any position
on that.
All right, I think that's clear. Thank you very much. Bola Kanto, Honorable Engineer Falatengbe. Now, Andrew Bob Johnny don't get a mandate for another 3 years. By His Excellency the President, where the Constitution grant the power for do such appointment or make such appointment if he deem fit. According to the President, he say he pleased with the first mandate we get. That's why he decide for continue with him for the next 3 years. He's going to preside over the census. What's your own thought about the appointment of Andrew Bob Johnny as the well, no, I can't say new, but as the Statistician General for statistics alone?
Okay, thank you, my brother. First, I want to keep the nation informed, say, the law, they protect the independence of the office where Mr. Bob Johnny, the demand currently. And secondly, I also want to let the nation know, say, Mr. Bob Johnny get the experience. The Statistician General get the experience in managing national data. And as a nation, I think kind people and they will need. You know, as a party, the Sierra Leone People's Party, we believe in people who are capable for deliver. People who get a tendency for be efficacious in making Sierra Leone proud and delivering positive results. You know, when you talk about statistics or you talk about a nation, reliable statistics, very critical for development planning. Now, any nation, including the first world countries. International partners, I want to make clear the people that know, say, also they rely on official statistics for economic support. How then go support we in a way they get reliable data about how we run the operations. So to me, the reappointment of the Statistician General, not just a depiction of the fact, say, ongoing programs go be completed. Because the man don't prove for be efficacious, he don't prove for be efficient.
You pleased with him first 3 years?
Very much pleased with him first 3 years.
And I don't get no concern.
Fine. First, the man don't deliver, like I say. And secondly, now constitutional mandate, it is at the prerogative of the president for choose. If you look at the Sierra Leone Constitution 77.1, they tell you, say, all statutory institutions, the president get the right, he get a mandate for able choose somebody where in deem fit, say, get a capability. And this man don't prove him, say, he get a capability. So therefore, reappointing him, I think, is a plus to Sierra Leone.
Now, the 2021 census will be presided over by Professor Usman Almami Sanko from the 10th to the 23rd. Now, one way being a lot of things they will being go on. Of course, in that census, they will see we say Kenema Boku Pass Freetong and the opposition also been telling members that they should not take part in that census because according to the NSA, no constitutional census will happen 10 years and all of those things. Do you think those concerns will be addressed in this decennial census will forget in December?
Definitely, I believe say any concern where the nation feels in a gray area definitely should be addressed. But in this context, they asked me about the appointment of Mr. Andrew Bob Johnny, and taking me also to another person. These are
now I just take a flashback on 2021 and a census we've been conducted. We all know it in be happen. So that is all the up to now. Plenty people are not accept that.
Okay, so the thing is, I am very scientific.
Okay,
and the behavioral pattern of, let's say, sulfur not going to be the same for calcium. So if you ask me for Mr. Andrew Bob Johnny, I think you should ask me about that. Or if you want also go to a different subject matter, that's good. But by and large, for just answer your question, yes, as a nation for law develop, we should be tolerant enough for addressing all gray areas. So if you feel say there was a problem, then in going forward,
is it about me? What about the people?
Well, this is an allegation you are making because there is no evidence to showcase or prove from the court of law say what you say sacrosanct.
Okay.
So therefore, it's your opinion, and we should not be here talking to the public, to Sierra Leoneans based on opinions.
Okay.
We should be talking about facts.
Let's continue the conversation and move into our next topic. The main opposition, All People's Congress, still, of course, now they take part in governance after the party will take a position that until then or less the president revoke the appointment of the ECSL commissioner, they no go return to governance. And they also be stated that they're open to dialogue for ensure say they resolve the matter amicably and all of those things. Honorable Lako, from then and they won't play the party taking decision up to now, you don't want a parliament.
No, sir.
So una still not return it in parliament.
Well, that decision still hold, and there are conditions.
Okay.
We don't make them public, and whatever decision the party takes, we communicate to the public. And I don't feel say there is any time where the party don't come back for say elected officials, not only members of parliament, but councillors, mayors, and chairpersons of local councils, for go back to work. That has not been given it to all elected officials. So meaning, from the time where we give, it was a 48 hours notice. Ultimatum. That was enough. If really the government be
up to now, government not call it into the round table.
Well, government no.
Okay.
Now just the Peace Commission.
Okay.
Yes, don't get some discussions.
International partners and some of them don't meet to tonight.
Well, we don't get engagement. We as a party don't take the effort for engage international partners. If we follow the social media, or we don't get engagement with the American embassies, the
British
High Commission, and all of these institutions, we don't engage them. For make we position clear to them that this position, not a disruptive position, not hindrance to governance, but it's a position born out of the sincerity to save this nation from any future problem.
The chief minister be in a sister program while it's be addressed, and he say if you not return to parliament, they're not supposed to pay una and all of those things. I don't know if you don't watch Johnny, so I don't know if you listen to that interview. Like I say,
well, I think I partly follow.
He said because you are not the work. He said if you are not the work, they're not for pay una.
I partly follow the chief minister in discussion. With respect, I go say the challenge that we have, not with him, but many people, when they are not much of a with the governance system of this country. Maybe some people go come and become so active the time that you are appointed. Because if you look at the history of this country, how politics don't operate, and you go by the law, we have the law, the ground norm, the constitution. It tell you clearly when you think say a member of parliament is no longer entitled to salary. You know, will tell me say because I take decision.
So that
a boycott, which the point is
it lawful?
Boycott is parliamentary.
It's parliamentary.
It's parliamentary. Sure, it's parliamentary. Yeah, boycott is parliamentary. So if
what in parliament say about boycotting? I mean, given us if I disagree with certain things, not for take part.
No. Well, I make us say it's parliamentary.
Okay.
All over the world, all parliaments, all House of Representatives. If you think say there has been a situation where you think say you don't want to be part of this situation, you the left, you the boycott.
Okay.
APC is not the first party to boycott governance. APC not to the first opposition party for boycott governance. And when the SLPP day in the opposition, in fact, boycotts not be then justifiable reasons
during an excoming time.
During an excoming time, severally the SLPP they boycott. This would be just two. Yeah.
The other one have been boycott, but the matter be solved.
They solved. No, well.
For the arrest of the NSG.
No, yes,
the party will take a position as well.
There was a swift action for address that day. Yeah.
So that will not count under boycott.
Well, yes, because it was just
a few hours or minutes. Okay.
But when you go back to the archive of the SLPP when they were in opposition, in fact, they named them boycott opposition. That even prompted the former president for even calling to our attention, say, if you people keep on boycotting parliament, you want to be boycotted by your people. Clear. It made that because let me think say that was the only tool for communicate to the people of the issues then.
Okay.
So if this one we come and say we are expecting the government to do X, Y, Z. If they not do one, we they boycott, we they left, we not participate. You understand? Which for we, before we resort to other means, we go take this country to USA we don't want them.
Which other means? Which other means?
There are so many alternative actions for address and
like
redress.
One protest can be
It can be a court action. There are so many.
Okay.
There can be social actions.
Right. But so far you don't get answer now.
But we as a political party, we choose
court actions.
They come.
It's coming. Yes.
You ask.
But disruptions.
You ask. You ask.
What about protest? Is it not? It's a protest as well. Is that not constitutional?
I think you have the right to protest on genuine grounds.
So they have a genuine grounds.
No, they do not.
No,
okay.
we're not going to that. Allow me to learn.
Yeah, allow me to go ahead. You get you by it. I can't to you.
Allow me to learn.
Okay, go
so
ahead.
Therefore, we non-participation into governance, as you rightly ask, is still hold.
Right.
And there is no MP. We are in solidarity with the party until and unless what we don't request for is resolved.
Thank you very much. Now I can to, of course, Honorable Engineer Fala Tengbe. Una the Miss APC, they've not been together. They have not been in the House of Parliament for about a week or so now. Una they miss them. That starts from that point.
Oh yes, that's a perfect reason. Like Honorable Akonaya, na man we met today is very well. He's a friend, but then I want to say the greatest disrespect we may ever come across against the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991. Now the way how my brother then they behave.
He say una say boycott severally during the past regime. Is that true?
It not be the follow.
So luckily. You the moderator, now you said on the defend.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just bringing what he said.
No, you've been defending. You've told them we own boycotts, not even last for a day.
No, APC, no. He sent one on the National Secretary General.
Yes.
We then say the boycott. Now I say, go ahead.
Okay. So we boycott the SLPP. We always the boycott on the wrongdoings of the APC.
Are they not doing the same?
They are not, because all within then the boycott for currently, they within the purview of the constitutional powers of the president, His Excellency President Madabio, as enshrined in Section 32. You get me?
Yes.
3. We give the president the right for nominate whether he feels it deemed necessary for provide policy direction and the successful conduct of electoral processes Now the country, after consultation, and we have done that to them, the president write to all political parties, out of the 13 or so political parties, everybody accepts, except them where they try for provide.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Two. Unity Party say they get concerned.
Unity
Party by Femi Claudius
So
Cole.
let's even assume, say, out of 13 political parties or 14, 15 political parties, then you get two way disagree, then the rest agree. So in you, if you check that in terms of percentage, you are well over 80-something%. So that means there is no cause to alarm. But let me come. The blatant disrespect of the presidential powers we get for really try for stop at this country. People for the follow processes, and not just because they feel like this is how we want to go and that's how they go. Now, then they talk about the tripartite proposal. We don't precipitate the action for go out of parliament. But we brought that in the faith for realize say Sierra Leone is a country of law. We have the constitution that is supreme. It is sacrosanct. So operating within that constitution not get anything for do with anybody. A proposal is not a binding document. A proposal are just a way where you go say, okay, let's come together and going forward we'll see how we will remedy some of the things that we will say they are deadlocks towards the development of the country, which is good. But remember, the president don't get the electoral commissioner 7 months in office acting. And in fact, one of the labor laws of this country, now that after 6 months, you don't assess somebody 3 months. Probation. They don't work for you. Probation. You see, say, okay, this person, I'm not too sure. You give him another 3 months. After which is two things. It's either you fire that person or you permanent him. So that's just what the president has done. My brother, boycotting governance, you they punish the people, which is what our brothers are now doing. And that is unfair to the people that voted them in. Also, dialogue and debate are the tools of democracy. If you not dialogue, you not debate. And the only how we go every day, you dialogue, you debate, you defend your people. Now we did at the House of Parliament. So to me, it's sad what they say, my brother there. They will not go. In fact, they want to even condescend to the level of going to the local councils. Say then it's enough for the part of governance.
It's already all happening. The mayor is not working and all that.
Fine. So I only want for bring the attention of my brother to a very important provision. Now the constitution, okay, where they make mention, say, I think it's 64(1). As a member of parliament, you get for no say the parliament is the house of rules and procedures. If you miss 30 sittings, then you should say no the ramifications of that.
But you say in parliament, you say boycotting is parliamentary. Is that not so?
Let him quote where boycotting, let go the constitution or the standing order where they say for boycott. Instead don't talk Canada, then former president say boycotting parliament is not good in the interest of the people and it is not democratic. You should be in parliament and you represent the voices of your people. Okay? So governance is continuity. So regardless of political disputes or this, we are not saying if they wanted them boycott. As long as the current parliamentary setup, they will get quorum, we are going ahead in another separate bowl. It should be given like how they give maybe the picking there. The constitution say the president get a mandate for nominate after consultation. If the president don't do that, they fine. What do you mean they expect me, brother, them for me, to be honest? And that's why I believe in the ethos, the mantra of the SLPP, which is decency and positive representation. You engage the House of Parliament, you canvass to other colleague members of Parliament from the incumbent bench, say, we not say this man they don't bring forward or they don't nominate at the correct person. So let us vote against him or let us back off.
You know, like you say the APC for lobby to
the APC for able, yes, that's dialogue. You for able because
will that ever be possible?
It is possible.
It ever be?
It is possible.
Okay.
It is possible. Let me tell you why it is possible. No MP because remember, as members of parliament, we are there representing the voices of our people. Anything we can at that parliament, we will not say. For example, let me give you an example. There was this time if memory can serve me well, a particular subject come, we has to do it, we all interest. We all come together, we say, no, we are not possible. Maybe for the purposes of decency and other thing, I will not delve into that. But we all came together. We say, no, this has got to do with our own welfare. So therefore, we came together. If na good thing them propose to we would support them. They have supported us on several other things.
Okay. Yes. Like if I want to go for people, I think you are respond. Like you 1 minute also for response.
I think so. 1 minute.
Oh, will I go for the break after the break?
Yes, because you don't get a lot of time. So
all right, so to go for a quick break. After the break, we'll come and continue. Remember, we can talk about the fuel increments and also the bread and butter issue. Stay tuned.
When you dey waka, when you dey drive, you for the watch. All the road signs make we all safe na the road.
The Ministry of Transport and Aviation and the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority (SLRSA) no gladdy for the way and manner where certain people them where they use the road, they behave. Driver and rider them. More the time where traffic can jam. Plenty pan them. More keke rider them. All the time they ride na the wrong lane where they make the traffic number flow fine. The SLRSA, they member all driver, rider, and vehicle owner them say for use the route where you not get right for use. Now serious offense under the Road Traffic Act 2007 and the Road Traffic Regulation 2011. Do ya take notice of them here so. Now the routes or lane where they approve no more you for use. You for obey the sign them, marking and traffic instruction them. Make sure say you safe and the one and self where they use the road safe. Then don't want you lonta. Now the Ministry of Transport and Aviation will join on with the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority (SLRSA) and all who that the UNDEP and transport business bring this message to you.
When you dey waka, when you dey drive, you for the watch. All the road signs make we all safe na the road.
You sabi Benjamin?
I dey tell you, that Solomon in fast food love Dando.
Baba, Benjamin don't come back home. Look where he rich and fine. Na salon here than they make them. Na him make the always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking go strong, smart and healthy. He fine for big person. It they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all. And you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even them safe as dinner. Then they mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Remember say, Benny Mix then a packet and they write PLC panel. Benny Mix they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, call number 44 Battle Street, Freetown or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Benny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
Welcome back. You still listen to the Epic Morning Show review segment and may make it reach you. My name is Reginald Brian Ojukutu, so I still get Honorable Aruna Papelako from Tonkoli District to represent the main opposition All People's Congress, and also get Honorable Engineer Falatengbe, where they represent the incumbent All People's Party and from Kailaun District. Now, like country now, before we go for the break, you say you get a few things that you want for response.
Yes, I really want to come back to the issues the way my brother raised. You talk of the constitutional powers. Here, there is no Sierra Leonean, not even the APC, where they say the president not get the power for appoint. Yeah? When you read 77(1) of the Constitution, you get the general power for like any institution set, the president get power for appoint person there. For instance, anything we formed by parliament, when an act, law say NRA, the president get the power for appoint somebody for lead the NRA. Anti-corruption, the president get the power. We nobody know for contest against.
So why
you can now? We can. You can to 32(3) of the Constitution. We in focus on the appointment of
ECSL.
yes, ECSL boards. Yeah. after consultation, he say we have 13 political parties. All of those parties were consulted and agreed for make the president go ahead. Of which me go tell and say, out of the 13 political parties we mentioned, only 8 of those 13 were comfortable with the appointment. The APC, Unity Party, and other political parties no subscribe to that because
so name. Can you please name
the
other political parties?
You did not name the political parties.
This is the problem we
have.
have.
You did not name.
You should not
You
be
said,
here
listen, no, allow me. I gave you time to communicate. You Ibine, he said now only APC. He said out of 13, 12 subscribe. Now only APC.
Okay.
Not only when you supported him to say Unity Party too, because Madam Femios Cole was over the air and say he not subscribe to that. And again, where you respect the opposition, the APC not just ordinary opposition like PDP. Not ordinary opposition like Aria.
You are missing the point. Every political party is important. No. Listen, my brother, today the mandate change, the will of the people change.
Allow me, my brother.
Then you will be considered as a.
Why interjecting? Please.
Go ahead. Sorry, allow me go ahead.
No, but he should stop thinking he's important than other political parties.
No, we are not better.
Yes.
No, correct that side. Correct that side. You are not important than
allow Ali making points. Go ahead.
Not talk.
Yes.
Give me chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I know the thing say the APC important than other political parties, but the APC now the main opposition party
for now.
Allow me.
Yeah, go ahead.
With 54 seats in parliament, those important political parties that subscribed for the appointment of this commissioner, ECSL chairman, let name the position, even at council level. But even an ordinary council.
Yes, yes. So is it not true that two parties in governance at the moment?
So if you want to take a decision, why not prioritizing the party in governance and listen to the contribution?
So why did you think in the first place the president consulted?
No, listen, I
the
told you that
president consulted in respect of the fact that
before take the last issue, not even get better time.
He's not giving me time.
All right,
a chance, right? Okay. So now he said 12, but I said 8, and the APC we have 4. That actually say no.
But it's still not a bigger number. So
yes, let me say even the APC that they in governance with the SLPP enough for make the SLPP government listen to the APC.
Okay.
Because we only have 2 political parties in governance.
Number one, we have the numbers.
I can't tell you.
We have the quorum.
Please.
We have the numbers. We have the quorum.
So you have the numbers and you have the quorum.
Yes.
You can form a quorum. Go ahead to form the quorum and take constitutional actions in the country. If you have the power, go there now and amend the constitution. Do whatever the constitution.
Don't you guys need like 4 more for following unconstitutional matter?
So
no, allow me if they have the numbers.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
So that amend the constitution.
Okay, all right. Yes,
allow me to talk.
One for just wrap up on them.
So now I'm wrapping up now. Allow me, please. So coming down to the tripartite, it says just let me tell you, we don't need to play on the minds of our people.
All right.
This mind game, no, they help the SLPP.
Okay.
And you cannot treat the people of this country with disrespect. Not the APC that is treating the people of this country with disrespect. Now the SLPP and the government, they treat the people of this country with disrespect.
How?
So many ways. Okay. Now you say we should respect the constitution. When we get to press release, we are very mindful.
Okay.
Yeah? We don't serve this country for a very long time. We know the constitution. And this constitution where we talk about, it comes from the ideas, the development, the brains, and everything everything of the All People's Congress, 1991 Constitution.
Okay.
We formulated this Constitution. We know this Constitution.
Right.
I'm coming.
Yes.
So why
are you now crying about the Constitution?
Yes, now.
Don't remind us to say we should respect the Constitution. We respect the
No, but
Constitution.
you wrote the Constitution.
No, listen. No, you are you need to give me more time.
No, you said those words.
No.
If I am to quote him, yeah.
So we are not talking about. We know the powers that the government, the president has, and the drafters of this constitution, they are so strategic.
Okay.
They are so foresighted. For say, after consultation, if I am the main opposition party with 44 seats in parliament, with how many councils in the country, we're very strategic into the governance architecture of this country.
Okay.
If you want to take a decision, why not listening to me? With all these powers, the drafters are not limited. Okay. They say after consultation.
You might not get points. Can we go to the next discussion?
No, you understand. So the man is disturbing because he knows what they say.
You have no point. You are not making any points.
You are disturbing
now, please. Yes,
you are disturbing. So why not listening to the opposition for make them case? You as a political party of which your predecessors then do listen to opposition political parties' views and forge ahead for govern this country. You think because you have the power to say I will do this, you go ahead to do this. Now you talk about the tripartite. This was the wisdom.
Thank you.
Okay. No,
you are repeating yourself.
Yeah, no, you talk of the tripartite. Allow me to say something.
Don't we not get better time.
I gave him time to communicate.
Yes.
Why is it that the SLPP, whenever they are in the media, they disrupt people for making their point? It's disrespectful to the people of this country. Okay. I gave him over 10 minutes to communicate.
Because you are not constructive.
No, I gave him over 10 minutes to communicate.
Okay.
They are disrupting.
Quickly.
No, they are disrupting.
Yes, talk about
the next time you don't manage this situation, I'll just leave the station.
No, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Even the publicity sector allow na radio na disruptive things that they do. No, they should be decent, polite to communicate to these people, the people of this country, which I am doing now.
Okay.
So you say the tripartite recommendation; these are just gentleman's agreement. If we go back to 1999 to 2001, what it bring peace na this country na agreement. People know they reflect. What it bring peace na this country na agreement. And that agreement now make today we enjoy peace. So if you say the tripartite committee agreement no binding, now insult to the international partners we pour over $10 million for make sure say these recommendations we are formulated.
Okay, let me
so
respond to him.
Now going to let me finally to say
no,
he's say no,
very serious allegation.
Yes. Allow me.
I will give 1 minute for
understand me to say the APC they do just not respect the people who elect we.
Okay.
In fact, let me tell you, this is just waiting they go on so. We are not afraid of if even the president appoints his wife or his son.
No, don't bring disrespect here.
No, listen.
Don't bring disrespect. I will not accept you to bring disrespect
the next
here.
election.
No.
We are not against the appointment, but the credibility of the person in question that we have problem with.
He should be guided, please.
Thank you very much.
So give me chance to say things.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll take one story and then we'll take the last. The last topic I will blend into. Well, do one quickly, please. Time 9 our problem at the moment. We will take calls them as well.
So, what maybe they try for say, the brother they say me say the tripartite agreement will not respect. Will not respect that. We respected the tripartite agreement, but then
okay.
Do you want to stone me with your pen?
Just like one quickly.
Your man should not be brutal here.
It's not.
I have the tendency to equally reciprocate.
No. Let's be civil.
So now he should be civil. Advise him.
Yes.
You should be.
Okay.
No, throwing your pen at me.
Let's gentlemen, at the back,
okay, so what we are saying, the tripartite agreement, these are very good proposals that are meant to be approved after going through parliament.
Okay.
He is a man of law, he should understand that.
Right.
But we cannot take the tripartite agreement at this point in time when it has not been approved in parliament and you want us to use it.
Thank you very much.
That's going against the constitution.
So for support the good work for support the good work where religious institution them, the APC flag bearer aspirant Sheikh Alhaji Mohammed Omodu Kama, where people in Sabia Jagaban don't donate 500 million each or 500,000 each to the Council of Pastors and United Council of Imam. They also donate one LCD electronic board to the All People's Congress Party office now, Masheka. Reporters who say been witness the event and we put this report together.
This support come as Muslims them they observe the holy months of Ramadan, whilst Christians them observe the period of Lent. Saidu Jibril Buzon Kamara, we now the national spokesman for the Jagaban movement, explain what motivates the support.
Well, today is a special day, and we all know say we day into the Ramadan season and the Lent season, for which Sheikh Alhaji Mohammed Omodu Kama always don't support Muslims and Christians, and today for the Council of Imams, he support them with 500 million as usual, and also the pastors, them United Council of Pastors, he support them also with 500 million. This now for both interfaith within Sierra Leone and for see how best they give direct support to the people where they live religiously in this country. Because we know say things not easy for both sides, and these are people where they spend their time, their energy, for let them bless with families and all other people around where they go for worship, now both the masjid and that of the churches. So I want for compliments the effort for the job they do for the years them way done by.
And go ahead for say this gesture not get anything for do with campaign, but say now something Jagaban don't always believe in for support religious institutions them for the work way them they do now the society.
Well, this is not about the campaign generally. This is about doing what he used to do, and we believe saying that the right way for go. This not get anything for do because we check 1/3 of the imam then at this country, not to form part of the APC delegate list, and the same goes for the pastors then. So this is about promoting Islam and that of Christianity, for see how we support them, the well-being them.
The United Council of Pastors and the United Council of Imams welcome the donation and tell Jagaban thank you for the continued support where they give them. Them say this not be the first time where they receive assistance from
Mina Apostle Frederick Mansari, the president of United Council of Pastors. It's a symbol of reflection, love, and kindness. Mohammed Omodu Jagaban therefore can visit the church, especially the pastors them, for show in passion and kindness ways for religious faith, especially the mosques and the church. And today, don't show unto the entire nation that they care not only for the mosques, they care also for the church. They can give a donation of 500 million to the entire churches right of the country. This money they go right around the 14 districts of this country. Every pastors will get, will get all the pastors will get from this money. But I believe say they go wear out to every pastors if you connect to the United Council of Pastors. If you don't connect to the United Council of Pastors, ensure a pastor, especially the pastors where they go to a lot of constraints, they will get from this cash.
Alhaji Ibrahim Manskanu, being the General Secretary of the United Council of Imams. Okay. Well, we overwhelmed and we're not too surprised because this is a gift way every year in the midway. We're very, very happy and we don't receive on behalf of the Imams of this country. Yeah, as I tell you now, this is a usual something. We get to structures. So we sit down now, we just follow structures. We do at a chiefdom level, at a district level, at a regional level, to national level. So the structure and they will follow, then inshallah, waiting God mark for every imam, any side they go with him.
Meanwhile, inside politics, the Jagaban movement also donates one LCD electronics board to the All People Congress Party office Namasheka. The board will help for display daily activities and information about the APC inside the Masheka area. National spokesman for the Jagaban movement, Saidu Jibrila Buzom Kamara, talk about the importance of the LCD board to the party.
You know, say if you don't get a party office secured for the APC party in Masheka, this now an LCD board where therefore precisely therefore get a lighting system outside of the hall, and therefore they showcase certain development projects and for any other APC person self able for benefit out of this, and not necessarily therefore be limited to Sheikh Alhaji Mohammed Omodu Kama. But then this particular board will showcase the activities of the APC party. Well, firstly, he is the most popular candidate for the APC party, and we're into the primaries of the APC party. He's going to become the next flag bearer. Some of us are cocksure of that, and definitely go deliver for Sierra Leone.
All right, plenty thank you to so this is we put that report together. We'll take the last topic, you get for the with the increment on petroleum prices. Government side saying that the war now between Iran, America, and Israel now lead to the increment in fuel price. So we're looking at the bread and butter issue at this moment. How is, I mean, why are we affected so quickly? Is the question we want to ask. Let's start with demand from the government quickly. Even an MP, Honorable Tembe, the war now between Israel, Iran, and USA, government citing one of the reasons we make the petroleum prices go up from 28 leons to 32 leons and all. Why are we affected so quickly? In just 6 days to the war, less than that, then we don't price on fuel.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. You know, fuel commodities, for example, fuel, rice, transportation, these are not things that people should play politics on. Because whether you are APC, you need light. Whether you are SLPP, you need rice. Whether you are APC, you need fuel. So the stark reality is that the nation need for no say, our country, Sierra Leone, now a consumer of oil products and not a producer. That is very important for what we first know than this. Now, the second point we also want to make, this is also the first time under this particular responsible regime, the Sierra Leone People's Party, led by His Excellency, don't ensure say fuel price drop twice in a row when we have stability around the world. So, for Alefias, let me land. At the bill premise.
Okay, 30 seconds quickly. Fuel price go down at the world market and increase from 25 to 28. The first increment will happen. You know aware about that as well.
You know, we'll talk.
Now, the first thing, when you ever read where people, where government don't drop price twice in a row, like this country, anybody can have for say, oh, why government don't drop down price? No, now, only when it go up, people will try to comment or make politics out of it. But let me tell you,
drop one leon,
what is happening currently, is very serious. Until the colors of a man, the eyes of a man are amalgamated with black and white, he cannot see. If opposition, they can't depression for say, they don't know, they're not aware about what's in the gun. The Strait of Hormuz, this they carry 20% of world's fuel. You understand? Currently, as we talk, America, when at the super world power, then fuel go up by almost 28%.
Yeah.
Asia is affected. India is affected. China, they beg for the Iranian regime, for let they allow, under VIP system, for allow some fuel for able to go to them. So let alone, we now just consumers of fuel will not produce. This same administration before the war, we were producing crude oil in this country, but due to bad governance, the APC then block and then kill her. Today, now then they can now for
strong allegation.
Yes,
strong allegation.
It is not strong allegation. That's a treason. It is a treason. It's a fact.
Let go call former ministers and do the MPRC. I will not call someone, but he is now in the government structure. He was the trade minister. He will tell you.
Between
92 to 96.
The role of government now for stabilize prices, not to for control international oil market. We will not get control over that. I have to be very blunt.
That's a question. I say why we are affected so quickly.
So we are affected so quickly.
You will not answer that.
Yeah, we are affected so quickly because of the intensity of the global shock. Now, the only side, for example, when we fuel come, we either get from Nigeria or we get from the upstream. Upstream has been blocked completely. Nigeria now, the oil where they commodity, instead of necessarily distribute, that they go in now for best price, would that pay more? So then they redirect now into Asia. So therefore, we not affected. But as a proactive government, we are not like the APC. We are only telling the people, but today go to the streets of Freetown. I begin from Eastern. Fuel day, all man they sell.
The minister of
no queues.
The minister of trade say fuel day for 54 days and diesel for 43 days. If no shipment, no cash, should we be worried?
Yes, so that's why we are already now communicating it to the nation for let them know say this na government position, not a thing we'll get control over. If they don't block the high seas and Nigeria, USA would get the additional support. We'll never get her. So it's a concern. Therefore, our prayer is for let this tension between Iran, Israel, and the United States, let it come to normalcy as quickly as possible.
Honorable Akolagi, you invite you up on the phone line. Quickly, we look at the increment of fuel and how it affects the bread and butter issue.
First, I want to advise my brother, when we talk on national issues, we directly they affect the people. Yeah? Let you not bring politics there. And his defense for the increment of fuel cost, he just focus on the APC. The APC not get nothing to do with this. The ordinary Sierra Leonean, where they take keke from Lomli to Juba, now in they feel the pain. The ordinary man from Waterloo to Bombay, now in they feel the pain. The ordinary man from Kwendu to Pujiang, so now in they feel the pain.
So my brother they deny say APC under APC regime will not be the produce crude oil here.
He will not give me chance.
Please allow. Yes, go ahead.
Let him deny the fact.
Yes.
You understand? These are the people who get the cries. These are the people where they feel the pain of any shift in the formula of fuel price, a change of price. So now the APC will go only checkmate if we think say this increment not realistic as opposition party, and that is what we are doing. Your question, the man no answer. You forced him to answer. Say why so soon?
Why?
Because let me come. I answer. Listen, at the camp. Let me help him. Let me help him.
I answer.
Let me come. Let me help him.
Go ahead, do one quick.
He's an engineer. He not get economic background.
I read industrial economics.
Go ahead.
So now,
I understand economics now.
Now,
okay.
I read industrial economics.
In business, we get what we call projection. We get what we call cost analysis, subsidization, and price formula. If next year you not put it into consideration in doing your business, we go always fall trap to.
In fact, we have graduated about that level.
I'm coming.
We have a formula.
I'm not giving enough time.
But we have a formula.
I gave you time to
talk. Talk about preliminaries.
No, sorry about.
We are advanced with a standardized formula.
So now, let me wrap up. So now, if this is a very critical component in the lives of Sierra Leoneans, you know, fuel. This is something. It gets connectivity a problem. Fuel go up. That rise, they go down. Let me tell you, from my junction to my residence, people we are paying 10 leons, now they are paying 15 leons. Those ordinary people, where they come on a market, you don't get better money for even go to market. That is what they are paying.
So junction.
So it affected them. I tell you now, let me call. Now, we look at projection. So when, in 2 months, January to date, we don't get fuel hike 2 times from January to now. It was 25 leons. Mid-January to early February, between that time, I will not show the specific date, fuel hike to 28,500. That time, there was stability in the Middle East.
No.
Wait now because of the hike.
With lots of threats. That was the time China. That was the time China was.
Let me analyze. So give me chance. Yeah. That's why. What was the reason for the hike in the cost of fuel? So now, commodity. Now, let me say. We don't project say there will be possible threat in the Middle East. Now we could get government. Yeah? Why not subsidize some of this unnecessary cost? When have you gone through the fuel formula list, the price list?
Yeah, from MPRA.
From PRA. Have you gone through that one? You see, double payments, landing cost, storage cost, tariff cost.
So that's the reason. That's the reason.
So that's the reason we make. That comes in subsidization of government to lessen the burden of the ordinary citizens.
0799.
So that's the problem.
Let's call them quickly and then. Yes, 0799 4993. I'll take few calls and then I'll go wrap up the program this morning. Please keep our 1 minute. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Malaika.
God bless you, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Well, in fact, this government will not raise petrol price before even war they come at the Middle East. So let this government not can lie on people then. In fact, this government they tax other side and look the fishing boats and the fishermen then. The minister said because they want to get the money for government, so they don't raise tax for the license from 1,000 to 3,000. Could you imagine? Poor people then. This government not sorry for people then. And I for talk say now they make rest road or not to them. Rest road because of the thousands of tons of rice where the Chinese people then give to Salon last year and this year. So then they left for the sick people and they are who they beg them no more.
Thank you. 07994993, the number we Yusuf can add the voice to the things that we discuss quickly. You want that natural tea where they refresh your body. You want that you want for look fresh and healthy all the time. You want that tea to keep you for feel fresh all day. Then our tea get you covered. Our tea they make from natural grown tea leaf. We healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. Every pack over 100 tea bag and a good for make you always enjoy and share. Our tea, natural freshness in every sip. It is brought to you by Kyle. Quickly, we'll take this call. Hello.
Good morning. I'm inside.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Now, this chief minister in statement we can make, we just talk loosely about parliament. Me, I would suggest for me to go back to the parliamentary kind of system we get. We members of parliament now sitting allowances and again. Then they get good parliamentarian lawyers, teachers, doctors, you know. Go sit down at parliamentary, go parliamentary, you go do your work. But for more than monetize parliament, and people then feel same money and everything. Look, chief minister, you then are the executive, they can't interfere in the parliament business. But in America, the speaker of parliament, going in the Congress, now in the second set of government. Now here you get ordinary appointee, they attack members of parliament when they approve them. We see the kind of political they play now. But I know they blame them. If one time if you don't go talk say because of we not get money, then keep bypass and turn clauses and constitution and pass the amend into law. When the law even tell you say if we do that, you don't commit treason. These are the kind of things that people are not really expect. No. Parliament not to every money, everything are money in this country. Yeah? When parliamentary man boycotts, it gets them for pull up. Not to you, they will determine if you know work.
Thank you very much. You don't exceed 1 minute, please. All right, you want that coffee where they wake you up instantly. They look for smooth, aromatic taste where you go enjoy anytime. You need that energy for you stay active all day. Then our cafe,
Epic Radio.
Our cafe 100% pure, smooth, and aromatic. It keep you energetic and active all day. Just add hot water and enjoy a bowl cup of our cafe. Just remember, as you don't do harm, they make you fit perfectly into a busy lifestyle. Our cafe stay energetic, stay active all day. Instead, they be brought to you by Kyle. Let's take this call quickly. Hello.
Yeah, Epic Radio. Rogers Nachuba.
Yes, Rogers.
Yeah, but let people they know how to talk too much about this thing here. And for boycott parliament and sitting down strike a different. Even we SFPP been in a parliament where they boycott parliament now for one issue. Whether they don't pass one bill, that bill they're not satisfied with and they come out. But they know they go sit down after months, then take the taxpayers' money, then go then pay them with them. It not ever happen. Somebody talked just yourself about the president and Congress and everything. What did Trump do where no one listen to the Congress except the few people that wish to run that. Now it don't cause this crisis we will get right now. So actually, then people here then for go back now the parliament, let them sit down, let them find another way for do that a sitting down strike.
Thank you so much. All right. Finally, as a parent, which they give you picking for a healthy growth? Benimix now the answer. Benimix made from local grown and packed with 14 essential vitamins, way good for the brain and the body. No cooking, no stress. Enjoy them anytime.
Epic Radio.
Just make sure say BFCD on the back. Benimix, go strong and go smart. I take few calls, maybe 3 more, and then I wrap up. Hello.
Yeah, Pamusa Nadrasa.
Yes, Pamusa, go ahead.
And there were two brothers there. They just make me so I'm not able to enjoy this program here. And the people that they so important in the country. We busy any way they talk. Now we self can go and transfer, go and tell people them. So honorable now so it talk. But now they come make a inside the station. Oh, no able enjoy the program self. It's like saying that then class 2 picking the one and say una come on lunch. I so feel bad this morning. Last left day, I they asked the APC honorable. For now, we not done left parliament. Una ready for check una decision. We say una mass una the mass day, or una they go back na parliament for the country interest. Now come on, they go to the SLPP back. Una back the APC don't come out for say because una don't appoint somebody where the APC no want. Yes, una decision una the reverse sake of the country interest or una so una day or una day. So now that's not me concern. But please, this next time I don't want to not do this again.
Thank you, Pamusa. At the 60 call 07994 and then we wrap up. We don't go here about the time, but that's how it can happen sometimes. 07994 Just few more calls I will take. Let's take this message quickly on Facebook. Unisa Kamara says everyone is talking or emphasizing the 1991 Constitution, which the president has followed to appoint Edmond Alpha as the ECSL boss. It say my question is, why did the president fire ACC boss Adi Macaulay when the Constitution was only duly following in doing so? Okay, I think that's a question where they ask 079949993. That's the number where you can add your voice to this morning. Maybe just take a few calls because like I say, time really not the now we favor at the moment. And I think these are some of the comments that we all received so far here this morning. Gentlemen, we don't get from the callers. Quickly, we to one for left foot. Yes, let's start with, I will start with Honorable Tengbe, and then I'll come to Honorable Lako.
Okay. So, thank you again. First, apologies to the caller. They talk say they holler, but really, we are parliamentarians. At times, you debate to counter a point.
Okay.
You bring you company in attention for let it aware say the point where they try for make they in the wrong direction. Lawing him for come on the correct track. So sorry if you be hearing me and my brother the debate, but that's parliamentary, and sorry that we do it now on radio. So the critical point what I want for make Nayana that the increment we my colleague honorable member been they say now due to the sensitivity of the global shocks we don't day around the world. Other countries, and they were currently don't even they suffer than we. Even America, like I say, America remember now the super world power. When these fights begin, the first strike on Iran, the second day fuel price rise up by 28%. 28%. So we as a government, we don't want to see queues. Who say you go to a petrol station, you don't get fuel. We don't want to see a situation who say the fuel dealers go say, me know they can buy fuel at 10,000. Then why they go for go? I can't sell fuel at 10,000. Why they go for go buy? I go buy at 12,000. So now then, the government been don't look at. We design what we call a formula, and this formula purely they speak to international shocks.
Okay.
So when there is a shock internationally, you the input into the formula, then the price will go up small. And when the shock eliminates, then the price they can down. And I make una be done the see fuel, they can down 1 time, 2 times, continuously like that in a row.
Right.
So for able to respond to a few comments, we
quickly for it. Their time.
Yeah, where some of we brothers and raise. One part the speaker then the callers and say APC whether they not ready for going to parliament.
Yeah, that question we go answer your own part.
Of course, me on side now that we not do anything. We the actual brother there. In fact, right now even while they in the studio here, aside, I don't tell me brother say there is no need for them boycott. Come na parliament. You can in a parliament, you still advocate on behalf of your people, on behalf of Sierra Leoneans. And also, somebody make mention about the chief minister say they control the parliament. That's not true. The only thing...
It's still enough for pay them. It made that, I mean, in the sister program.
The chief minister, maybe the person not able understand. The chief minister be only the try for draw the attention of members of parliament to the constitutional provision where say as a member of parliament, you not get the right for deprive you people from representation for 30 sittings. When that happen, the constitution say that member of parliament for loss in seat. Okay. Maybe not the chief minister been the try for say. Right. And lastly, I just want for tell me brother and say, whenever you do boycott, it means you disenfranchise the right of the people who ask you for can represent them.
Okay.
So they still have a voice, but they should do it constructively.
Thank you very much. Yes, Lakanto, Honorable Aruna Papela.
Yeah, thank you very much. As we end this program now, and I feel somehow a bit frustrated for one caller we say he's not okay with the way we conduct ourselves today. Of course, my brother don't raise apology. Myself get for join him for apologize to the public, and then add to it say this is likely becoming something. Should I say part of debaters from the government, especially people that represent the SLPP, whenever we meet to debates for actually counter sensitive debates them, we get for educate the public.
Okay.
But I think say this will be a learning curve for we and them, for most of them, especially we can represent the government. So now they allow we views them for make the people then digest those views. And going back to parliament for the country, for waiting the other callers say, if we can go back to parliament for the interest of the country, of course, whatever action we take as a political party, now in the best interest of the people. Some may not see this, that always we do so, now for the peace, cohesion, and development of this country.
Okay.
That is why we take their actions there. If we sit down, the wrong things and they happen, we not put your foot down now for correct those wrong things.
Right.
There will be a time where we not able to correct them. Other things then they happen, where we say, the people then will also know, say, oh, why the APC not be take their actions there?
Thank you.
So these actions taken, sorry sir, I'm rounding up, now in the best interest of the people. We ready for serve the people. We don't take the oath for serve this country. And today, some of these issues are resolved. We go back to parliament. Right. Yeah. So finally, the area of the chief minister. Yeah. My brother just actually guide the discussion. But what did the caller say? And what you say here from the sister radio, that was exactly what he say. But I will tell this one say, parliament now an arm of government on its own will regulate ourselves. The laws are there. Now make we get the constitution, we get standing orders.
Okay.
You outside that system cannot dictate what they prevail in a parliament. So you know get the constitutional right, you know get that kind audacity.
Okay.
Sorry if it's hard to say we are not going to be paid.
Thank you very much.
There are laws we will make a member of parliament.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
No. If you're absent for 30 sitting,
thank you very much, Engineer Falatengbe, Member of Parliament from Kainau District, represents SLPP, and also thanks to Honorable Aruna Papelako, Member of Parliament from Tonkoli District, where they represent the main opposition. We don't get a healthy debate here. So, the very fact, after the program, unfortunately, we will talk about the but we are caught up with time. Many thanks to DJ Buju, we give technical support. Thanks to Abubakar Bindu, and so easy say we make on watch you live on Facebook. Producers of the show this morning, Fatmata Alebi and Regina Brian Jukutusa, executive producer Teresa Thomas. I've been Regina Brian Jukutusa, bring come to you the final edition of the review segment of the Epic Morning Show. Till we join you again next week. Have a wonderful weekend. It's a wrap. Bye bye.